Clock here, chicky chicky. Oh, what am I gonna do now? You seem troubled. Is something wrong? Well, actually, Sally, oh Sally! Today's the deadline for the Barrison King competition. Have you picked which Barrison to win? We need to decide soon. Oh, hello there. I'm so sorry I was in such a rush. I didn't even notice we had guests. I haven't had a chance to say hi either. You must be from outside the village, right? Yes, I am. Your outfits are beautiful. Thank you. And this little kitty so soft and fluffy with those perky ears, so adorable. Well, I'm not exactly a cat, but I'll take all the compliments anyway. Of course you will, Momo. I'm Nikki, a stylist, and this is my friend Momo. What's this Barrettson King competition you mentioned? It's our Clucky Union's annual Barrettson contest, where we pick the most special Barrettsons. This year's contestants are all here with Sally. Wait, where are they? Oh no. Quinto, here's what happened. I was trying to decide which one to pick when they all ran off. Well, that was quick. All simplified in one line, too. Ran off? No wonder you look so troubled. So you were trying to call them back, weren't you? Don't worry about it. Our village's Barrettsons love their freedom, and remember, we handpicked these three especially for their unique personalities. I had a rough time bringing them here. One nibbled my apron, another kicked me in the head. Ooh. And the third, well, perched right on top of my head like a sentry. Aw. Actually, handling three headstrong Barrettsons on your own must have been tough, Sally. I'll talk to the union and we'll figure something out together. No, it's not that serious. Miss Sally, could it be that they didn't exactly escape on their own? Well, actually, they were all vying for my attention, wanting to be petted and cuddled. I just couldn't manage all three at once, so they ran off. What? Oh, I see. Well, it makes sense. You're the most beloved person among our village's Barrettsons. I guess I'm the only one they don't like. Aww. Mr. Quinto looks so defeated. Aww. No, I'm fine. But now that the Barrettsons are gone, how will we proceed with the Barrettson King competition? Everyone's waiting for the results before they can submit the application. I'm afraid to leave the house in case my Barrettsons at home run off too. Nikki, Moa could ask for your help? Sure. Accept the task. No problem. Thank you so much. But they're so used to the freedom that even if you find them, they may not want to come back. How about you take photos of each one and bring them back to Sally? Cause yeah, sure, that'll work. Great idea, Mr. Quinto. Seems pretty experienced with this. When I can't get close enough to pet them, that's what I do. I'll head back to my stall now. I'll not much help here. And they might run away if they see me. See you later. Quinto, oh no, Quinto's always been kind to animals. But for some reason, they don't seem to like him very much. Maybe it's a smelling thing. Nikki, those three contestant Barrettsons shouldn't have gone far. Could you find them nearby and take a photo of each? They'd be so grateful. Sure. Alright then. Now then, before we continue on with the side quest, I decided I wanted to do a few pools for the moment, since that's been accumulating for a while for the general pool. So let's go ahead and see what pieces I end up getting. I got a new piece there. Got the Pearl Gift. Sailors shared a tale. On the night of the sea princess's birth, countless starlight scallops gathered around her. Shimmering like the sky, they all opened their shells to offer their precious pearls. Got a 5 out of 9. The Veiled Tea Party. Lift the glistening white veil to reveal rich, delicious tea and sweet, soft pastries, nicely strewn upon a snow-white tablecloth. Ooh, don't make me hungry now. And we got 4 out of 8 for the breezy tea time outfits. We got 2 new pieces out of that. The Sleepless Night. How could you fall asleep now when the upbeat jazz is reaching its climax? What's wrong with you? Forget all your weariness and your troubles and dance with the Bibcoon. Oh, and that's our final piece that we needed for the sweet jazz nights. I really like this outfit. It has a, looks like something one like a seamstress would wear. Got the scissors, got the needlework there, and also like the crisscross patterns as, along the shirt, as well as looks like some flower patterns on the skirt itself. And of course, you got the scrunchies on the wrists and on the in the hair as well. It's always a nice touch. You got the Kiss of the Waves. Ooh, that's a nice hairpiece. Looks like a little interesting. Looks like a combination between like pearls and flowers. The towering waves scared off the boy from inland, but unexpectedly they sailed into a gentle mist that hung in the air. Oh, waves, don't break the delicate thread of thought that flows like the tide. Perfect steps. The afternoon sunlight poured over Bowtie Cat as its graceful steps moved rhythmically amidst the fragrance of afternoon tea. Oh wow, getting a lot of new pieces. The Dancing Waves. Lying on the white deck, daydreaming while the playful foam of the waves leaps up, sneakily tangling your hair. Yeah, come on, it's gonna take forever to untangle that. Shark Mirage, okay. A lot of outfits that I forgot I was in the process of getting. Ooh, those are some nice leggings. Shallow Reflections. The moon softly illuminated the silhouette of the fisher by the shore, while the simmering sea reflected his joy from a bountiful catch. Okay. I won't lie, kind of looks like a street with the little dotted lines there in the middle. Okay, 4-piece. Snowy Dream. In a snow-white dream world, the cheerful Count Bowtie Cat extends an invitation to a little maid, inviting her to attend a grand tea party. There it is, the Silver Branch. I'm guessing it's that armband on the right there. Many sailors had shared the same dream of a mysterious undersea kingdom. Bathed in the silver glow of moonlight, they swam and swam until they found themselves in a shimmering dream. I just need 2 more pieces. Forest Adventure. Ooh, okay, interesting. Nice combination of green and black, as well as a little bit of brown, it seems. The young adventurer enters the mushroom house. She passes through the corridor and pushing open the leaf-covered door, she steps into a wondrous, dreamlike insect world. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to be in that dream. Oh, that vest looks cool. Oh, I want that vest. Oh, that's really cool. The butterfly vest. Oh, that's really striking. I can't get enough of that. We got the Guiding Star. Don't worry about getting lost on the foggy deep seas. That bright pearl is the morning star casting a gentle light. It looks like you can't really use that hairpin for pink hair, it seems like, since it kind of seems to, as far as I can see, kind of fades away a little bit. Yeah, a lot better with the blue, more than likely, since it makes it pop out a lot more. Which is odd they didn't just showcase that, but then again, I guess they didn't want you to think that you ended up getting the hairpiece, I guess. The wave dance steps. Oh, interesting. It looks like a seashell, actually. The flying spray of the waves serves as an invitation. Why not dance with the waves where the sky and sea meet? A light tap of her toe on the water sent ripples spreading, vanishing into the boy's bright blue dream. Yep, I'm one step away now. The gentle meowmer. Oh, Lord. The breeze carries a soft meow sounding like a beautiful melody. Prick your ears and listen to the little one proudly praising its fine fur. So we got some cat pockets. And also looks like we have like a silhouette portraits of cats surrounding the hem of the skirt there. Looks like we're also missing one more piece for that outfit. Got some lovely glasses. The Verdant Revere. An accidental discovery brings new inspiration. Sit down beneath a tree and contemplate under nature's protection. Another florist fluttering piece. And it looks like that's probably the last piece we needed, the Azure Heart. It said that stars are the treasures of the deep sea reflect in the sky. The boy who once battled seasickness in search of treasure is now a seasoned sailor. The most precious treasure he found, a heart full of courage. Alright, that's our first general outfit completed 100%. Alright, so what choices do I have? We got eyebrows, eyelashes. You can just start at the top and go from there. So we got lips, eyelashes, eyebrows, base makeup. Let's focus on maybe the lips then. Alright, so now the next one. Eyebrows, eyelashes, or base makeup. I guess base makeup will be what I'll pick next. The dreamy ripples. In this moment, the surface of the lake is stirred by subtle ripples, as if mirroring the gentle waves of her affection for the earthly realm. Fruit drink. That summer, he gazed from afar at the soft color of her lips, which were as sweet and captivating as the fruit drink she held in her hands. Rose and blossom. With a rose hidden behind, the feeling of wanting to speak yet hesitating flutters like a butterfly around a blossom, filled with anticipation, yet afraid of rejection. Light tangerine. The first lipstick ever bought brings joy as soon as it's applied to one's lips, turning all surprises into delight. And I have absolutely no idea what that is. What is it? Can be used for a 5-star outfit evolution. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold on to you for a little bit then. Okay, and looks like I was close to getting another piece, so... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit before we get to Momo's chest then. Then before I forget, let's go ahead and change the title. Now, I don't want the second outfit to Whisper Waves. At least as far as I'm aware of. I want to at least focus on getting the first set. So let's go after Crystal Poem next, since I already started picking that piece up. So now that we've taken care of our pools here, let's go ahead and continue on with the side quests. So let's see here. You need to take a photo of the Barrettsons, it seems. Okay. Could be a little awkward, I won't lie. One down. Looks like the other two aren't too far away. And then finally, got the rebellious one. Okay, good. I got them while they were flying. Alright, I got all the pictures. I believe the reason why we wanted to take those pictures was because they wanted to know where their locations were so they can go collect them afterwards. Not sure why we can't just collect them right then and there, but eh. Nikki, did you manage to get a hold of the photos of the 3 contestant Barrettsons? I have indeed. 1, 2, and 3. Let me see. Oh my, just as I expected from our final 3 Barrettsons. Each one is so proud and picky about where they choose to be. How will I ever decide? Nikki, Momo, what do you think? Maybe with your help I can finally make a decision. Okay. Share your feelings. These Barrettsons really do have their own distinct characteristics. The one in the vegetable garden seems like a true foodie, carefully inspecting the produce. It's just adorable. The one wandering through the flowers seems completely captivated by the scent of it. It's truly savoring the beauty of Stoneville. And the last one, with its strong build and sharp eyes patrolling around the Flora Gale greenhouse, looks like it's guarding the village treasure. I've even given it a name, the Bulwark Barrettsons. I see. I think I finally made up my mind about this year's Barrettson King. It's going to be the Bulwark Barrettsons. Makes sense considering the fact that Nikki had a nickname for them. For the Barrettsons King competition, we look at more than just appearance and feathers. We also consider each Barrettson's personality and qualities. Strong, smart, with shiny feathers, and dedicated to guarding the village's precious Flora Gale greenhouse. How could his Barretson not be the rightful king? The way it proudly protects the Flora Gales is truly impressive. It's definitely a rare Barretson. Absolutely, I have no objections. Thank you so much for your help. I'll tell Quinto and the others know that the Barretson King has been chosen. Now we can start preparing the first part of the application. Huh? What's that? Our Clucky Union is applying to the Silas Guild to become a supplier of Barretson feathers, but first we need to submit a piece that showcases their unique qualities. And they can't be made from just any feathers, it has to be crafted from the best feathers of the Barretson King to increase our chances of approval. No wonder you were in such a hurry to choose the Barretson King, it was all for this! That's right, so after selecting the winner, we'll need to use the Barretson King's feathers to craft a suitable piece. Unfortunately, I've already collected feathers from those Beretsons earlier. Now that we have our king selected, all that's left is to find a suitable stylist. Well, I could help. Perhaps I can give it a try. That's very kind of you, Nikki, but Miss Bebe suggested we find a local stylist to do the design. Aww. She thinks it would increase our chance of success. Makes sense. A local stylist would know how to show off the unique features of the materials here. Is there someone in the village who could help? I've got it. We should go find the village's Beretson Queen. That's such a cool title. Yeah, Miss Benita is a force to be reckoned with. Don't let her plain clothing fool you, though. She used to be the leader of the Upholstery Nitty Caesars. She was a stylist who dominated Stoneville. She's still full of energy, working on the village council and as the head lecturer for our raising Beretson courses. I go myself, but I still need to return the other contestant Beretsons to their owners. Nikki, could you take the Beretson's king feathers to the Stoneville market and find Miss Benita? Just tell her it's for the Clucky Union. She'll definitely help. For any additional materials, just ask her. She's helped with several village applications before, so she's more familiar with the process than we are. No problem, leave it to me. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that in then. Hello, Miss Benita. Oh, hello there, young lady. Are you here to sign up for the special Beretson grooming lecture? You'll have to wait a bit though, because the textbook master's class 18 tips for raising Beretsons isn't ready yet. About that, actually. Let's just go and start with the top then. This textbook sounds interesting. Who wrote it? You might not believe it, but it was written by Quinto, our village's animal material trader. Even though the Beretsons don't like him much, he's meticulously documented every word and action of our village's Beretson master, Sally. It's actually quite helpful. So Quinto recorded it all? The Beretsons do seem to love Sally. I'm sure I could learn a lot about grooming them from the lecture. Ahem, Nikki, I don't think we're here for the lecture, are we? Oh, actually we're here for the Beretson Queen, Miss Benita. Is that you? It's been a long time since anyone called me that. Those were the glory days. Who told you about that name? Who do I need to shake down? Sally, the Beretson Master. The Clucky Union has selected a new Beretson King, and they'd like your help to design a piece using its feathers for their application. Oh, Sally mentioned that. Is this for the application to the Stylist Guild? That's right. If it's approved, the Clucky Union could become a long-term supplier of materials to the guild. Our Beretson feathers are top quality, so they really deserve a market. But with all the work at the village council this year, I didn't have time to help judge the competition. I'm curious what kind of Beretson won this year. A tall and proud Beretson. A Beretson that guards the Floragales. It's a proud Beretson. When we found it was standing tall guarding the Floragale greenhouse. Ha! Sounds like it's earned the title Beretson King. I'm on it. Let me take a look at these Beretson King feathers. Soft yet resilient with a nice bounce. And a glossy sheen. Impressive! No wonder it was chosen by the Beretson Master. Alright, let me think about how we can show off the charm of both the Beretson and Stoneville. Got it. All done, young lady. I haven't practiced styling in years, but I haven't lost my touch. Wow, that was fast. Is this the power of the Beretson Queen? Our upholstery and nitty Caesars can create miracles with just a little help from upholstery. Not at all paltry, friends. Great, with a piece made from the Beretson King's feathers, what else do we need for the Stylist Guild application? Oh, I know the process well. Every material needs a professional evaluation report from an expert. An expert? Where can we find one? When it comes to material evaluation, there's no place in all of Wishfield that compares to the dye workshop. I'd recommend Chloe, the fabric supervisor. She's meticulous and has a sharp eye, so she'll definitely be able to write a professional evaluation report. Thank you, Miss Benita. Anything for the Beretsons in Stoneville, it's the least I can do. The pure leaves. Take a piece of rope that's just the right length, 6 brown beads, and 5 bleached leaves. String them together 5 times and you have a lovely necklace. It said that Benita made this while tending to the Beretsons. Okay. And I can indeed, yay. Hello. Oh, it's Miss Nikki. How can I help you? Well, do you know about the Beretson, Sally? I do. Miss Sally is our village's Beretson master. Heard she's the final judge in this year's Beretson King competition. Oh, is Miss Chloe also interested in the competition? This competition is pretty popular in our village. After all, everyone loves Beretsons, and their feathers are excellent for making clothing materials. When I was studying fabric design in Cecilia, I wrote a thesis on the unique properties of Beretson feathers. I actually voted in the preliminaries this year. I see. It sounds like the Beretson King holds special significance for Stoneville. Actually, the organizers of the competition, the Clucky Union, are seeking your help, Miss Chloe. My help? Yes, they're applying to the Stylist Guild to become a long-term supplier of Beretson feathers, but they need a professional material evaluation report. Since you studied in Cecilia and are now the fabric supervisor at the dye workshop, a report from you would carry a lot of weight. I see. While my abilities are limited, if it's to promote our village's materials, I'll do my best. To meet everyone's expectations, I need to approach this with full professionalism. Wow, she's all fired up all of a sudden. To make sure the evaluation report is comprehensive and credible, I'll need to ask some questions about the source material. Nikki, can you answer these questions on behalf of the Union? No problem, I'm already quite familiar with Beretsons. Let's get started. Oh boy. Okay, I'll start asking then. Please tell me, where do the Beretsons live? I would assume Stoneville? Next question, which organization hosts the Beretson King competition? Okay, I don't think it's the dye workshop. The Clucky Union? Then who is the Beretsons' favorite person? Sally? Last question, which of the following would a Beretson King never do? Destroy the Floragales. Congratulations, Nikki, you got them all right. Oh, okay, great. Let me take a closer look at this year's Beretson King's feathers. As expected from Miss Sally's choice, they are top quality. The evaluation report should be good to go now. The rest is up to you, Nikki. From what I know, the material application approval process is handled by Miss Bebe at the Stylist Guild. Oh, whoopsie. I accidentally hit the button too quickly there. Alright then. Oh, that's pretty far actually. Gotta go to Miss Bebe though. Hello, Bebe. Hi, Nikki. I'm organizing the guild's inventory report. Is there something I can help you with? Bebe, what a coincidence. I actually came here to recommend a new crafting material about the livelihood of Stoneville's residents because of the Beretsons. I'm here because of the Beretsons. Beretsons? I'm sorry, Nikki. I don't understand. Why is it a coincidence? It's about the Beretsons from Stoneville. To be precise, the feathers from the Beretsons raised by the Clucky Union. Ah, I see. The stylists from the Clucky Union did mention applying to become a supplier. I didn't expect them to prepare the application materials so quickly. That's right, I brought the materials with me. Please take a look. Alright, the materials are very detailed. You've all put in a lot of effort. Moment I can vouch for it. Miss Sally's Beretsons are truly healthy, lively, and full of personality. They're the real deal. I trust you, but to fully confirm its quality, I still need to see how the material looks when worn. Nikki, could you wear the piece made from the Beretson feathers and show it for me? Got it, no problem. Ah, I gotta make the necklace, I see. Alright then, one moment. There we go. Wow, this piece made from Beretson feathers? Looks great. It's lightweight, yet strong with a unique sheen, perfect for everyday wear and great in photos. There's nothing like it in the guild's current inventory. So, does that mean it's approved? Of course, our writer will report on his evaluation, attach the materials you submitted, and send it over to the development division. From now on, the Clicky Union will be a long-term supplier to the Flora Wish Stylist Guild. That's wonderful, Miss Sally, and Mr. Quentin will be so happy. You're welcome. Actually, Dada has always wanted to expand our partnership beyond Flora Wish, especially in places like Stoneville where we're not as connected. We all hope that despite any differences within the Stylist Guild, everyone can cooperate without boundaries. That would be nice. So thank you for helping make this happen. Oh, and please take this. Please take this contract to the members of the Clucky Union to officially cement our partnership. And please, on my behalf, personally praise them for their barrettes and feathers. I can really feel the love they have for their animal companions and their deep connection to the land of stone woods and this material. Yes, when we talked about the barrettes, I could see how proud and happy everyone was. We'll head back to Stoneville and deliver this contract to Miss Sally. Yes, thank you, Nikki, Momo. Yay, mission accomplished! Now it's time to share the good news! Alright, off we go. I'm back, Miss Sally. Yeah, exactly, Nikki. Nikki, how did the application go? Was it successful? Tease, Sally. No, I'm not gonna tease them. Yes, we submitted all the application materials to Bebe. Nikki even modeled the piece made from the barrettes and feathers that Miss Benita designed and showed it to Miss Bebe. I actually have it on right now. Thank you, Sally. What did Miss Bebe say? Miss Bebe was thrilled when we saw it. She said the Clucky Union's application was approved. She also asked me to give this a stable partnership with the Clucky Union, a monthly purchase of a consistent amount of barrettes and feathers. This is amazing. Thank you, Nikki. Our Clucky Union. Sally. Oh, Nikki, you're here too. Is there any news about the application? Well, funny you mention that, actually. Quinto, I was just about to rush over and tell you the good news. We did it. Our Clucky Union is now an official supplier for the Stylist Guild. Really? That's fantastic. We'll be relying on you even more from now on, Quinto. Besides selling barrettes and feathers in the village, we'll also need to regularly supply the Flora Wish Stylist Guild. No problem. Leave it to me. Honestly, business has been pretty slow selling barrettes and feathers at the village entrance lately. I've been losing sleep over it. Especially since the barrettes don't like me. I couldn't contribute much to the union in terms of raising them. Don't say that, Quinto. Yes, I'm sure many people have learned more about the barrettes thanks to you, Mr. Quinto. Well, either way, these barrettes will now leave Stoneville and make their way across all of Mirrorland. We'll all work together to raise the barrettes as best we can, so more stylists can wear pieces made from our barrettes and feathers. I'm sure you can do it. A lot of people in the village, including Baby and us, are now big supporters of the Clucky Union. This is amazing. Just amazing. I've got to share the good news with everyone, then get back to my store and get ready. If you got time, swing by and pick up some barrettes and feathers. Thank you, Nikki. Momo, on behalf of Stoneville, the Clucky Union, and all our precious barrettes, thank you. Compared to what you've done for us, this is just a small token of our gratitude. Please, you have to accept it. I'll take those diamonds, thank you. Oh boy, that took a little bit for that side quest. Hopefully the others won't take nearly as long. Alright, on to the next one. Hello there. She won't make it back in time for Playful Hearts Day after all. Looks like I have to send her the gift by mail. Never mind, I should think about how to find Cloud first. How am I... Aw, look at the puppy. How am I supposed to find Cloud among all these florist sheep? A florist sheep named Cloud? That's actually a really good name. Oh, you scared me. My heart just skipped a beat. Well, I mean, is it talking kitty cat? Sorry, Mr. Testero. Are you alright? I'm alright, just got a little distracted reading a letter from my daughter. Your daughter doesn't live here? Starly, my daughter, is studying in Cecilia. She usually comes home for the holidays, but this year she's staying at school to prepare for her exams. Ah, okay. She's doing well, always getting good grades. She's been recognized as an outstanding student and has earned multiple scholarships. Oh, that's great. Her teachers say that if she keeps it up, she'll have no trouble getting to the best art academy. That's really impressive. Since she can't come home for Playful Hearts Day this year, she asked me to take a photo of her best friend Cloud. She's really missing her florist sheep buddy, especially this time of year. But I've always been so busy with work that I never really got to know Cloud. Honestly, with all these florist sheep around, I'm not even sure which one Cloud is. How long have you had Cloud for? Plus, the dye workshop needs me too. I'm not sure what I should do. On such a special holiday, Starling must be feeling homesick while away at school. Perhaps Momo and I can help. We'll take care of that photo for you. That's right. How hard could it be to find a florist sheep? Leave it to us. Especially with the marker to help give us a direction. That's wonderful. Speaking of which, Starly is about the same age as Nikki. I can't be there with her, so all I can do is work hard to provide her with a better life. Your daughter is a bright girl. I'm sure she understands. You're right. I'm counting on you to take a photo of Cloud. Thank you. When Starly was still living at home, she'd always play around here. You might want to check the flower field. There are plenty of florist sheep over there. Let's head there now, Nikki. Alright, let's go take a look here. So, Cloud is going to be somewhere... Yeah, how are we supposed to know? Oh. Get to cheat a little bit. Hello there, Luke. Almost done gathering all the fluorescent wool. The sheep have been acting up lately, so jumpy. I really need a plan. Excuse me, we're looking for a florist sheep named Cloud, but their sheep all look the same to me. Do you happen to know which one is Cloud? The same? How could they look the same? To a shepherd like me, each sheep has its own unique personality, soul, and even wool. But they all look so white and fluffy, don't they? Like me! It's hard to tell things like personality and soul just by looking at them. To tell one sheep from another, you can't just rely on appearances. You need to observe with your heart and feel with your hands. For example, grooming is a great way. It not only helps you tell the sheep apart, but also allows you to understand their personalities and souls. It can also what? It can also get you some fluorescent wool. That's right. Fluorescent wool is amazing, soft and fluffy. It even gives fabric a sweet fluorescent. Something feels off. You're not just trying to trick us into helping you gather wool, are you? Of course not. That stutter says otherwise. Why, I do need some fluorescent wool. Everything I've said is based on my personal experience. I'm a shepherd after all. Shepherds don't lie. Everyone lies. What are you talking about? Anyone could potentially be a liar. Yes, thank you, Momo. So you don't know which one is Cloud? Of course I do. I just wanted to teach you how to tell the sheep apart. Once you learn, you'll be able to recognize any sheep, be it Cloud, Moon, or even Bud with just a glance. We'll give it a try then. Grouping the sheep really helps us understand the unique traits. We should be able to find Cloud in no time. Leave the fluorescent wool to us. Think of it as our way of thanking you for teaching us how to tell the sheep apart. You're too kind, Nikki. I only need 2 portions of fluorescent wool. Thank you so much. Okay, gotta discover the unique traits then. I got kicked out briefly, but I'm back in it now. Luke. Remember, when grooming, you must put your heart and soul into it. Clear your mind and focus on truly feeling the difference between each sheep. Also, could you please help me collect? Yeah. We're back, Mr. Luke. Here's the fluorescent wool we collected. As for the differences between the sheep you mentioned earlier, I'm afraid I didn't notice anything special. Huh, I knew you were trying to fool us. Kick him in the shins. Go for the shins. Or go for the heels. Really? But didn't you notice how happy they were and how each one responds a little differently while being groomed? Some sheep can't stop fidgeting while being groomed, and others just lie down quietly and enjoy it. You didn't notice any of that? Maybe a little, but it wasn't enough to tell them apart, let alone figure out which one is Cloud. You do have a point. So, do you or do you not know which one is Cloud? Aren't you a shepherd? You can't even tell your own sheep apart. Of course I can tell them apart. Cloud is that flora sheep right there. Are you sure? A fluffy white sheep that produces fluorescent wool. How could it possibly be a flora sheep? Were you even listening to us? You can't even tell apart a flora sheep and a flora sheep. How can you call yourself a shepherd? Tell me, young lady, why are you looking for Cloud? What's the big deal? All flora sheep look the same. Just pick one and take a photo. No one will know the difference. What are you talking about, Luke? Cloud is Starly's friend. She obviously knows Cloud better than anyone else and would definitely be able to tell the difference. Well, young lady, I know every sheep in this flower field, but there isn't a sheep called Cloud here. Mr. Testora said that Starly would often just play around the dye workshop. If Cloud's not in his flower field, then where could he be? Around the dye workshop, lately I've seen a sad-looking flora sheep wandering through the flower field towards the woods. Could that be Cloud? The woods aren't far from here. Regardless, we should go take a look. Thank you, Miss Coral and Mr. Luke. Wait a minute, Miss Nikki and Momo, what happened earlier is on me. I didn't help, and I gave some bad advice. I'm sorry. Please take these 3 portions of fluorescent wool as an apology. I hope you find Cloud soon. Yay. Looks like the sheep is in this direction. And there they are. Hello there, little one. Just because I want to, I'm going to groom you a little bit. There you go. Squeaky clean. Alright, time to take a picture. Okay, I mean, we're just gonna leave the Cloud alone then? Alright then, take care, Cloud. Kinda odd we didn't try to cheer them up, though. You've already managed to get a photo of Cloud. You really are the most reliable. With this, I can finally write back to my daughter tonight. Let me take a look. We found a sad little sheep in the woods nearby. We're not entirely sure it's Cloud, though. The woods, the little sheep Cloud, it's all starting to come back to me. When Starly was little, she used to run off to the woods and play by herself. She'd always come back covered in bits of wool, grass, and leaves. Back then I was busy with work and wasn't able to spend much time with her. All I could do was wash the dirt off her clothes and remind her to stay safe while playing outside. Sometimes she was still awake when I got home from work, and she would tell me about her friend, but I was always so tired I didn't really listen and just assumed one of the neighborhood children was named Cloud. Oh, when you're that tired, it's easy to ignore what other people are saying. However, that's still no excuse for neglecting your daughter. You're right, and it feels like I realized this too late. Time flew by, and before I knew it, she was already on her way to study in Cecilia. Time does go by quickly. If only I could turn back the hands of time, I'd spend more time with her, really listen to what she had to say, and get to know her dear friend Cloud as well. We can't turn back time, but our love will always go on. Every moment now becomes a precious memory in the future. Cherishing the present is the best way to make up for the past. You're absolutely right. Thank you for taking the photo and for listening to me ramble on. The sheep in the photo must be Cloud. It does look a bit sad. Up until this year, Starly would always come back for Playful Hearts Day. Perhaps Cloud is just missing her. Well, maybe you should go and check up on Cloud then yourself. Speaking of which, when we went to take the photo, Cloud was quietly gazing out from the woods, almost as if it were waiting for someone. I guess just like you, Cloud was hoping Starly would come back this Playful Hearts Day. Even though Starly can't make it home this year, my letter in this photo will let her know that both Cloud and I are missing her. I'm heading back now to send out my letter. Thank you both so much. May you have a wonderful Playful Hearts Day. Okay. Odd way to end that, I guess. You really should go and, keep Cloud company. Anyways, next quest. Hello. My auntie once told me she went to a real tea party in Cecilia. Cecilia's been popping up a lot recently. It was held in the most exquisite garden. I wondered just how fancy it was. Should I use flower garlands and balloons? The little animals are really pretty too. I wonder what a grown-up would choose. Huh? Using flower garlands and balloons would make the tea party feel very elegant, but decorating with animals would be really different. I've never seen a tea party with animals before. Really, Nikki? You never did a tea party with Momo at all? Miss Nikki, Momo, you two arrived just in time. I'm preparing for a grown-ups tea party. Grown-ups tea party? The other day after playing non-stop, my friends and I were so tired that we flopped down in the big barrettes to rest and started chatting about what life might be like when we grow up. Some said they wanted to be princesses, others dreamed of becoming sovereigns, and someone even said they wanted to turn into a pink barrette scent. The more we talked, the more excited we got. Before long, we were pretending to be grown-ups right there on the big barrette scent. Aww. We were having the best time until someone got a little too excited, jumped onto the big barrette and sent all of us flying. That sounds kind of dangerous. No wonder. No matter how much fun you're having, you still have to stay safe. I agree. After we picked ourselves up off the ground, we figured it would be safer to find a new place to play. Luigi said that grown-ups in Cecilia often host something called tea parties, and maybe we could have one too, just like they do. Everyone loved the idea, so we decided to host a special tea party at my place, where everyone would dress up as the person they wish to become when they grow up. Oh, that's so cool! For this tea party, some learned how to speak like grown-ups, some brought new dresses. I have to get everything set up just right so everyone can have a great time. One to grow quickly is a sweet and innocent wish that only children have. It deserves to be taken seriously. But since this is a grown-ups tea party, I think a more elegant setup would suit the vibe better. Nikki's right, save the cute animal decorations for another time. Okay, Momo. Good point. I'll use these flower garlands and balloons then, but I can't reach the higher spots. I have to wait for my mom to come and help. Or we could do it. Really, that would be great. Thank you, Miss Nikki. Could you please hang these decorations on the wooden pavilion for me? Let's see here. What would be a good way to get up there? Yep. There we go. Add some balloons, some garland there. How does it look? It's all decorated now. It's beautiful. You have great taste, Miss Nikki. This is exactly how I imagine a grown-up tea party would look. Heh, of course, this was decorated by me and Nikki with our own hands. Especially me. Miss Nikki, Momo, I want to invite... Wait, that's not how a grown-up should speak. Miss Nikki, Mr. Momo, thank you for your help today. As a token of my appreciation, I formally invite you to join our tea party. We gladly accept, Mr. Attore. Momo and I will be there. Yay! With Miss Nikki joining, I'm sure everyone's gonna have a wonderful time. The tea party will be held from 9 to 11 in the morning. Everyone will dress up as the person they wish to become when they grow up. Miss Nikki, what do you want to be when you grow up? Let's see. I want to be a queen. I want to be Momo. No. I want to be a child forever. Things are great the way they are. Honestly, they are great the way they are now. The future is always uncertain. Instead of confining myself to one wish, it's better to let things unfold as they will. All I need to do is take things one step at a time. I hear you on that. This version of myself, full of infinite possibilities and always moving forward, is just fine by me. Full of infinite possibilities. Though I don't quite understand it, it feels warm like the first ray of sunlight on a winter morning, full of hope. Oops, looks like I got carried away chatting. I still unfinished preparing for the tea party. I have other matters to attend, so please excuse me, Miss Nikki. I'll be waiting for you at the tea party from 9 to 11 in the morning. I shall see you then. We'll be there, Mr. Ettore. See you then. Alright, time to change the time. Let's party! Hello there. Miss Nikki, please take a look at this exquisite Barrettson feather from your merchant, Becky. It comes from the most beautiful and elegant Barrettson in Stoneville, and it's only 10,000 blings. That's way too expensive for that price. I could buy the whole Barrettson, better yet, all the Barrettsons in Stoneville. I don't know about that, Momo. I recognize that tone. Looks like we're entering the bargaining phase. Alright then, how about a special deal? Just 10 blings. That's a bit too cheap, Merchant Becky. Your asking price is way off from the current market price. I recognize the tone. Looks like we're entering the bargaining phase. Miss Nikki, how much would you be willing to pay for this Barrettson feather? As far as I know, the market price for a Barrettson feather is 800 blings, so my offer is... slightly above. The rarer the goods, the higher the price. Since you mentioned that this feather comes from the most beautiful and elegant Barrettson in Stoneville, I'll offer you 900 blings for it. Slightly above market price. I see, I accept this price. Excellent, here are the blings. May I please have the Barrettson feather? Here is your Barrettson feather, along with a special gift for Miss Nikki. Some suspenders fluff, a token of my gratitude. Thank you for reminding me to pay attention to market trends and for being generous enough to offer a higher price. I just sold out all of the goods at my stall, so I'm off to restock. If I find anything good, I'll be sure to set aside for you. I'll be waiting to hear from you, Merchant Becky. If I fed you the yellow leaves, would you grow yellow horns? Or would you sprout leaf-shaped horns instead? Well, that's a very colorful-looking sheep there. Maybe you'd be just me, a tuft of yellow poking out from my fluffy white fur. Are you supposed to be a shepherd, or are you trying to be Mr. Calhoun? Not a shepherd, and definitely not Mr. Calhoun. Hello, Miss Nikki. I'm Selena, a sheepologist. I'm working on breeding a one-of-a-kind sheep with colorful tufts of fur. Wool. However, this still doesn't feel quite special enough. Perhaps you could draw inspiration from the people and things around you. For example, a sheep with the qualities of a merchant or the traits of Wisteria Soul. That sounds unique, but it feels really hard to pull off. But I'm the world's #1 sheepologist. I'll figure out a way. Thank you, Miss Nikki. Once I've successfully bred my one-of-a-kind sheep, you'll be the first to see it. Alright. Now, looks like there's one more person we have to talk to. What you doing over here in the bushes in the corner? Luigi, what kind of grown-up are you pretending to be, Luigi. Is Luigi's wish to become someone who can't speak? I'm a Wisteria Soul. I've only just sprouted, so I can't talk yet. It's so like Luigi. Even his dream is to become a Wisteria Soul. But my friends don't quite get it. Is it wanting to become a Wisteria Soul really that strange? Maybe a little bit. Not at all. Every wish deserves to be respected. Who says a person can't become a Wisteria Soul? Designers draw inspiration from them all the time, and actors can bring all kinds of flowers, plants, and trees to life on stage. The future's full of possibilities. Who's to say you can't become a Wisteria Soul someday? I think your dream is wonderful. I knew you'd understand, Miss Nikki. Oh no, I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to talk. Well, since it's Miss Nikki, I suppose it's okay to speak just a little. I'll bloom the most beautiful petals, and all our wishes will come true. You're right, let's do our best together. Everyone's doing their best to play the grown-up they wish to become, even if it might seem a little childish, but hey, their heart's in the right place. Hello. Becky wants a bigger stall. Luigi thinks it'd be great to stand among real plants. He'll probably end up being an actor more than likely. Maybe next time we can get a bigger venue from Mr. Spindle. A bigger venue? Has our tea party coordinator come up with a new idea already? Miss Nikki, the tea party is almost over and I'm getting feedback from everyone to use as a reference for the next one. What about you? What did you think of the tea party, Miss Nikki? It was a lovely tea party. There was just one tiny little thing wrong with it, though. What was it? It was you, Hattori. Why didn't you join in with everyone else? Yeah, everyone else was pretending to be the grown-up they wished to become, but you were off busy with something else. Actually, I was pretending too. I was pretending to be a wish collector. Mr. D'Artagnan collects everyone's wishes in the village each day. He says that to be a true wish collector, you must receive, protect, and respect every single wish. That's why I've been quietly observing everyone writing down their wishes. That's not weird at all. Looks like this tea party was a success in more ways than one. Not only did everyone get to see what it's like to be grown-ups, but it also became a wonderful opportunity to gather wishes. What about your own wish, Hattori? My wish is to help make everyone else's wishes come true. Becoming a wish collector is the very first step to do that. I love this wish, Hattori. Who works hard for the sake of other wishes is sure to have his own come true as well. For the sake of everyone's wishes, I'll do my best. Well, ain't that sweet? Over by the bridge over there. Let's see. The changes definitely aren't non-existent, it's just that, well, we'll see when the time comes. Why are you standing here by yourself, Mr. Sirio? Aren't you going to join the others? Today's the happiest day in the world, Playful Hearts Day. Why the long face? Happiness is for kids. As long as I have work, I can't be happy. Ooh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Seeing how lively Playful Hearts Day was, Mr. Spindle sent me to observe how the village changes and try the festivities. It doesn't sound like work at all. It's more like a day off. After it's over, I have to write a research and analysis report on the changes in the village and villagers' reactions to Playful Hearts Day and hand it over to him. Never mind, then. It's hard to get into the spirit of Playful Hearts Day when you know you'll have to write a report about it. Exactly, and with so many changes in the village, I have to pick and choose what to write about. Otherwise, Mrs. Spindle will say my report lacks focus, depth, and insights. Well, I mean, with the way the report has to be set up, more than likely what you have to do is structure it in a way where you talk about the different sections of Stoneville. That would be what I would do. Talk about, like, here's the entrance, here's the middle, the square, and here's, like, the other end of the village itself. Just showcase all the changes in nice, concise order. Please stop, I'm getting a headache just hearing about it. Then I had an idea. Why not interview some people and write about the changes they like the most? That way I can focus on key points while also highlighting the villagers' reactions. Well, that's just getting quotes at that point. Sounds like a good idea. That'll make your report more concrete. It will help, but you shouldn't just focus on just getting quotes from other people, though. But so far, I've only interviewed 2 villagers, and they both said everything's perfect. I still have no idea what to write. Okay, so just saying perfect is a bit vague. Then just interview more villagers. Well, it's not that it can't be done, but you know, as they say, where there's a will, there's a way. I just have to find a way. What do you have in mind? Well, maybe I should hire someone to help me interview a few villagers, of course. I pay them for their time. Oh, there it is. Fine. Sounds like a plan to me. Perfect timing. Momo and I were planning on looking around the village during Playful Hearts Day. How about we give you a hand? That would be fantastic. The whole thing sounds easy, but it's also a bit tricky. The thing is, well, here's the deal. Just tell us how we can help you. All you need to do is interview a few children at the Stoneville Market and get their thoughts on the changes in the village, then take photos of any of the places they mention. Sounds easy enough? Leave it to us. Thank you so much. My report depends on you now. And considering the fact they're right down the road here, yeah, it just kind of seems like you're just delegating a little bit so you don't have to do as much work. Hey, you two. I get it, but why is the Bretson so huge? I already told you it's because it ate too much. Really? Then what are things spinning over there? They are thuddy squashes. What else could they be? Spinning thuddy squashes? That sounds fun. Are they part of the Playful Hearts Day specials? Yeah, and they're also really huge Beretsons. Mom and I were looking into how people feel about some of the changes around the village during Playful Hearts Day. When you mentioned the huge Beretson, we talked about the toy at the village entrance. That's right, the huge Beretson toy seems to have appeared at the village entrance during Playful Hearts Day. It did indeed. And what about the spinning thuddy squashes? There are lots of spinning thuddy squashes near the stone tree over there. You can sit right inside and just go round and round. But I think those thuddy squashes look more like treasure melons. No, they aren't. Why do you always have to disagree with me? Yeah, I know a few people like that. I said the spinning ones were thuddy squashes, and you insist they're treasure melons. I said the Beretson got so huge because it ate too much. You agree with me on that? Okay, but how could it have gotten so huge? Forget it, you wouldn't understand. Miss Nikki, you agree with me, right? Momo and I are about to conduct an investigation. We'll take a few photos to verify your ideas. We are a neutral party, after all. Okay, after you take the photos, don't forget to come back and find us. The huge Beretson and the spinning thuddy squashes. Let's go check them out, Nikki. Alright. The Thuddy Squash Spin offers 4 unique exciting routes. Go ahead and give them a try. Maybe later. Right now I need to finish the quest. Hello. If the Beretson didn't get so huge for me too much, then what happened to it? Yeah, what happened to it? Could it be that the Beretson didn't actually get bigger, but we all got smaller? Really? Then why is the Beretson? Hey, Miss Nikki's back. Did you get a chance to see the places we told you about? I sure did, and I took photos of everything. Awesome, Miss Nikki. Could you tell us what you think? Miss Nikki, do you think the spinning things are thuddy squashes or treasure melons? Magical spinning squashes. What are those? They're a kind of squash that spins people around, definitely not average squashes. Oh, so it's a brand new type of squash. I get it now. And what about the huge Beretsons? It ate too much. We got smaller. Makes sense, but still. I see, but why is the Beretson so huge? Yeah, why? I don't get it either. You're confusing me, Miss Nikki. Wait, don't tell me you don't know either, do you? You know what? I think we should revisit this question at a later time. Toodaloo! After all, if every question had an answer, life wouldn't be as fun. One of the joys of Playful Hearts Day is keeping that curiosity alive. Okay. You're amazing, Miss Nikki. I learned something new today. Your answers make sense, Miss Nikki. Excuse me. Thanks for sharing with us. I actually believe that while everyone may have different explanations behind these changes, each one is fascinating in its own way. There doesn't always need to be just one right answer. Exactly, if everyone said the same thing, that would be super boring. I guess you're right. If everyone shared the same thoughts and opinions, discussions wouldn't be as fun or interesting. I get it now, Ms. Nikki. Discussing these topics with Selena and you was also part of the fun of Playful Hearts Day. I think I'm starting to understand. Yep. It's always nice to discuss things like lore and speculating theories. Nikki, let's take a group photo with the children. We concluded our report for Mr. Cyrio. Good idea. Let's all take a photo together. Okay, kind of get in the middle here. That should do. Cyrio, I'm back. To answer this profound question, we would need to take new steps, explore fresh ideas, embrace new approaches. Mr. Cyrio, we're back. I was just about to lose hope, Nikki. How did the interviews go? We interviewed 2 children at the market. They shared lots and lots of fun ideas with us. Wonderful. Sounds like you got some interesting material. Let me take a look. You have a lot to write about in your report now, right? The children's keen interest in the change around the village clearly demonstrates the progressive and forward-thinking nature of the Playful Hearts Day initiative. Yes, all around the village. Sure. We literally just went to the 2 spots by the entrance over there, but okay. Done. Mrs. Cyrio, you finished so quickly, It's already done, that fast, let me see, Be my guest, be my guest. Thanks to your help with the interviews, I was able to finish in record time. It says the essence of Playful Hearts Day is in creating change. Change that is important, change that is welcome, and change that makes a difference. Embrace change, experience change, witness change. Okay, I feel like you're using that word too many times. No wonder Mr. Spindle said your reports have no focus. I don't even know what you're trying to say. You just don't get it. The focus is hidden inside the words. Mrs. Spindle will definitely understand. Why does it feel like you're trying to just use that word multiple times because you have to reach a specific word quota or something like that? Well, I definitely don't. Thank you, Nikki and Momo. If it weren't for your help with the interviews, I don't think I could have finished this report by the end of Playful Hearts Day. We just interviewed 2 children. That's all we did. And then we just, like, literally everything was right there. Aw, little puppy. Now I can go and enjoy the festivities. I hope you both have a great time, too. I don't think that report's gonna turn out as well as we would like. Oh, well. Not our monkey, not our circus. Now, looks like the next quest is also right nearby us. That's always nice. Although, from the way it looks like I have to do like a 1 or 2 quests with this character before I can have access to the actual quest that we need for the event. Turn left at the next stone tree. What do you mean next? This place is full of stone trees. Ah, hello. Are you locals? No, actually. But I know this place well, though. Although we're not from Stoneville, we know this place quite well. You seem troubled. Is there anything we could do to help? Yeah, sorry. I was so desperate for help that I forgot my manners. Let me introduce myself. My name is Arnaud, and I work as an editor for the fashion magazine in Cecilia. That place again. I'm looking for a former colleague from Cecilia. As far as I know, she returned to Stoneville after quitting her job. Cecilia's pretty far from here. You must have some important business having come all this way, right, Mr. Arnaud? That's right, recently I started a new fashion column called Crown Your Style, aiming to interview fashionistas for their inspiring ideas. To do it, I need a partner. After thinking about it for a while, I came to the conclusion that my former colleague would be the best fit. Sounds like an interesting idea for a column, but it looks like your search for this former colleague isn't going too well. It's going terribly. All I know about her is that she used the alias Beatrice. Her real name is a mystery to me. You don't even know her name? Well, maybe you could describe what she looks like then. That's right, when you work in Cecilia, you address each other using special aliases. When I got my first job, I asked people to call me Raphael Leone Arnard. That's how things work in Cecilia. It's not bad after you got used to it. It's a tradition at our magazine and part of the fashion world culture. If we were to work in fashion in Cecilia, it's much harder if an alias is all you have. If we were to breed the fashion world in Cecilia, wouldn't we also need special names as well? Something like Partha Meta Nikki? Then I'll be Antonio Guerrero Momo. Wait, we're getting off topic. No, we're still on topic. I doubt you'll get very far if you only have our alias to work with. Yes, as you expect, when I asked the villagers, they all said they never heard the name and that it was very difficult to pronounce. Really? But when I described what she looked like, I learned there are two possible matches at the dye workshop. One of them is at the dyeing area of the workshop, and the other is near the workshop flower field. And I'm assuming you're having difficulty finding the places. The problem is I'm not really familiar with this place. Could you go take a look for me? I mean, you could ask where those places are. No problem. Please tell us what she looks like, Mr. Onad. The Beatrice in my memory was a reserved person who always wore a spotless white shirt and a red plaid scarf made of silk. So a red scarf and a white shirt. If you find her, please come back and tell me. I'll be waiting for you here. A new life. So let's see who it's gonna be. White shirt, red scarf. Oh, are you here to see the flowers? I'll find another spot then. No, we don't mean to. It's alright, I just got done watering the flowers. I can do my thinking anywhere. It's fine if you stay, really, or do you have any business to tend to? You see, I'm trying to find a slogan for my friend's brand. It's called Big Life in Little Stoneville. Stone trees, dreamland for stone lovers, and tree level, Stoneville, your go-to place for a country life. Stone trees living under the trees and dreaming above the clouds. Which one you think is better? I say the second one, a lot more simplified. Stone trees living under the trees and dreaming above the clouds. I think this one's better. Yeah, this one's closer to the concept. Our friend keeps saying that our village might be small, but we can still dream big. She's working as brand to bring Stoneville-style products to the whole country, or even the whole Mirrorland. A slogan like this paired with a cute name like Big Life and Little Stoneville just oozes with character. Did you design this brand? It's my friend's idea. She's outgoing and creative. I don't talk much. She's the only one who thinks I have a way with words, and insists that I come up with a slogan for the village. I work with flowers, that's all I know. I don't leave the village much, so this is all I can do. Still, I'm pretty happy to be able to help her. Okay, reserved person, has a white shirt, and also a red silk scarf. So yeah, this looks like the person, and her name also reminiscent of Beatrice. Do you rarely leave the village, Miss Bianco? If she rarely goes outside, then she's probably not the one we're looking for. Nikki, should we try asking her anyway? Actually, we're here to look for a person. Do you know someone named Beatrice, Miss Bianco? What's that? Never heard of that name before. I see, actually, a gentleman asked us to look for someone in the village on his behalf. We saw you wearing a white top and a red silk scarf and thought you were the one. A red silk scarf? My friend gave it to me, but she's not shy at all. She can't be who you're looking for. Now that you mention it, Margit wears white a lot. You can find her at the dyeing area. Okay. Thank you. Don't sweat, you help me out as well. Tend to the flowers, Anna. Of course, the closest person was not the person we were looking for. Hello. Add 3 portions of lavender fringes plus 4 portions of wisteria souls. Pour into the vat and stir. You're here just in time. Take a look. Did any color get on this white shirt? Yes, and more than one. Yes, quite a lot of colors actually. The whole shirt is light purple. There's also one looks like a hodgepodge of colors from different things from the fields. Yeah, I see some blue, I see some pink on there. Ha, that's great, it's perfect. Huh, your white shirt got stained and that's a good thing? Of course, you wear white so you can make it dirty. That's the whole point, isn't it? When you're done making dye, the only way to make the color pop is to put it on white clothes. Nikki, is this what they call Stoneville's laid-back vibe? That's right, getting your white clothes dirty is not a big deal around here. Last time Natalia found that an accidental dash of color might just be a stroke of genius. She wore the piece, showed it to Spindle, and instantly gained his approval, winning her the support of the council. This one turned out nicely too. It should fit Natalia's theme of freely growing lavender fringe. I'm Margaret, by the way. Anything I can help you with? Actually, we're looking for someone. But Miss Margaret is very different from what Mr. Arnaud described. Should we ask her anyway? Actually, we're looking for a person. Do you ever go by Beatrice, Miss Margaret? I've been Margaret my whole life, never had another name. So it looks like Miss Margaret isn't the person we're looking for. Then do you know a villager who reserved and always wears a white top and a red silk scarf? Let me think. Sounds like you'll be talking about Bianca. Okay. Actually, we've already met Miss Bianca. She's not the one we're looking for. Then there's no one at the dye workshop who fits the description. Where do we go to find Beatrice now? Well, maybe you can ask Miss Florine about it. She's practically the village sage. Anything from the dye workshop's latest fabrics to whose florist sheep went missing. Ask her and she'll tell you. So there's a third person we have to speak to, it seems. She lives near the homes by the flower fields. Maybe she knows where to find this person you're looking for. Then we'll ask Miss Florine about it. Thank you, Miss Margaret. You're very welcome. Lending a helping hand to each other is what we do here in Stoneville. Good luck with your search. They're giving me the runaround, I see ya. Oh, you two kids are really well dressed. I don't think I've seen you around before. Are you Miss Florine? We have something to ask you. Oh, what kind of task? Not task, it's ask. Do you know any villager who often wears a white top and red silk scarf besides Miss Margaret and Miss Bianco? What's that? Margaret started wearing red tops and Bianco loves white silk scarves? Miss Florine doesn't seem to understand what we're saying. Try asking her in another way. We're looking for someone with the alias Beatrice. Have you heard of someone like this before? Oh, I think so. Someone named Belle? Belle on a Terrence? It's Beatrice! I can't hear you louder. Whose daughter named Reese? Okay. This bit's getting a bit old. I'll speak up then, Miss Florine. Do you know a Beatrice? Okay, now I hear you. You're talking about Reese over at Luke's. I know her well. She's the more docile one of the bunch. She lets you pet her and never runs around. You let her out to graze in the sun, she'll be home right on time, unlike the others. Why do I get the feeling you're talking about a sheep? Or a Beretzant? Well, Nikki, looks like Miss Florine thinks we're looking for a floor sheep. Nikki, Miss Florine's hearing is really poor. She doesn't understand us at all. If we can't get an answer from Miss Florine, then Mr. Arnaud will have to return to Cecilia empty-handed. Huh? You from that Sicilian place? It's okay, sorry to disturb your nap, Miss Florine. That kid, Natalia, also came back from Sicilian. What? Yeah, she came back all low-spirited, said she'd come home on a break from that Sicilian place. She talked a lot about how her work was overwhelming and such. I didn't quite get it. In the end, she asked me what to do next. I just told her she was free to do what she wanted. She thought about it right now, saying she'd come talk to me later. But that kid never came back to talk to me. She must be busy talking about her little Stoneville Big Life brand with people at the village homes and forgot about the time. So Margaret and Bianco are talking about the same person, Miss Natalia. Miss Natalie. Words. Is the creator of the Big Life in Little Stoneville brand. And she just returned from Cecilia. It's highly possible that she's our Beatrice. But from everyone's description, Natalie is very enthusiastic and outgoing person, which is the opposite of what Sir Arnaud said, right? You know, people change. Either way, we should tell Mr. Arnaud about it first. How did it go? Did you find her? We did. The villagers told us about a girl named Natalie who came back from Cecilia not long ago. This timing seems correct. She should be Beatrice. The description I gave you come in handy? Not quite about that, but there's something we're not sure about. According to people here, Natalie is enthusiastic and outgoing, which is the complete opposite to what you told us. That's weird. I remember Beatrice being very reserved back at the magazine. Maybe she was influenced by atmosphere in Stoneville after she came back home and became a bit more relaxed? Either way, you should ask her in person. You're right, I gave up on seeing the fashion shows in Cecilia and came here. I can't go back empty-handed no matter what. By the way, where is Beatrice now? Could you come find her with me? Miss Farine said she was at the village homes. Then let's meet up there. I want to see for myself if she's actually Beatrice. Ooh, a little scene here. Our Big Life in Little Stoneville brand is ready to ship its first products. We're going to sell them to other areas. Everyone's heard about it from the council, right? Please show us some support during the launch, folks. We'd love to see you there. We also accept donations of barrettes and blings. Goodness, it really is Beatrice. No wonder I couldn't find her. She's totally blended in with people of Stoneville. No spotless white shirt, no red silk scarf, and that hearty laugh. What did they do to you? Is this still the Beatrice I know? Huh? I thought I heard Arnaud's voice just now. Am I hallucinating? I already quit. Must be because I haven't been gone long enough yet. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we accept barrettes since just ignored. Why do I get the feeling that Miss Natalie would rather talk to Barrettsons than meet Mr. Arnaud? Why don't we just ask her? Oh boy. Excuse me, are you Miss Natalie? I'm Nikki, a stylist. This gentleman came from Cecilia to look for you. Hello? Arnaud? I wasn't hallucinating after all? Didn't you say you never leave Cecilia unless it was for a fashion show? I did, Beatrice, but recently I started a new column and would like you to... Stop. You don't have to say another word. I'm not going back to Cecilia. What? You're rejecting me outright? Miss Natalie, why are you so against the idea of returning to Cecilia? Actually, I wasn't happy at all when I was in Cecilia. I was always under so much pressure with all the work and other people judging me. It was like walking on thin ice. I was constantly in fear of making mistakes. Okay. Over time, I started to be afraid of even talking to people and became a total introvert. I couldn't recognize myself anymore. Yeah, in that kind of environment, then I can see why you would want to leave. The fashion industry in Cecilia has high standards for practitioners, but that's because it's simply the best platform for showcasing fashion and aesthetics, the best. But that's not what I want. I always wore a white shirt and red silk scarf because I want to leave a good impression as a proper fashion magazine editor. Since I returned to Stoneville, I've been living a slow life. I don't have to care about what others think. I don't have to push myself to work overtime. I can wear comfortable clothes, get some sun, and feel the wind. It's benefited my health greatly. Well, that's good. But isn't Cecilia the only place for you to achieve your dream? Not necessarily. You told me about your passion for fashion, that your dream was to... You have to be healthy and confident to pursue your dream. You understand what I'm saying, right, Miss Nikki? I support Natalie, actually. It sounds like with the previous environment she was in, it was just completely toxic, honestly. And going to Stoneville helped put her at ease, you know, with her mindset. I think Miss Natalie has figured out what she wants, and that's a comfortable life as opposed to a stressful job. That's right. Arnaud, I know that this life is very foreign to you, so you can't understand my decision, but maybe I can convince you in another way. Mr. Arnaud lives in the world of fashion and styling, correct? Maybe we can show him the beauty of life in the country through styling. You have a point, Miss Nikki. You said you were a stylist, right? Can I ask you to present us your styling with the theme of a song of idyllic nature? No problem. Then I'll leave it to you. We can begin when you're ready. I still don't quite get it, but let's take a look at your styling first. This is always my go-to when it comes to nature. Countryside style. Oh my, I feel my heart throbbing like never before. This idyllic coziness with a touch of nature certainly has a different charm. Thank you, Miss Nikki. I think I understand it now. But Beatrice, I have one last question. All those years ago, you told me you wanted to find the most distinctive fashion theme. Have you abandoned that dream? Not at all. Is it the Big Life in Little Stoneville brand we heard people talking about when we were looking for Miss Natalie? That's right. At first, I was just helping accounts with promotional work, but it actually gave me an incredible idea. I discovered that the best fashion theme was by my side all along in Stoneville. I want to share everything I've experienced here, the freedom of life, the relaxed happiness to more people. Using our specialty dyes and materials, we'll be able to create unique products that can represent Stoneville and introduce the village to the world. Huh. Do you still have any concerns or questions, Mr. Arnaud? No, I'm just thinking that I never saw Beatrice so confident and talkative back in Cecilia. Maybe what you said is true. She's closer than ever to realizing her dream now. Beatrice, if this is your final choice, I support you, just like I did in Cecilia. Thank you, Arnaud. So you're going back to Cecilia now, Mr. Arnaud? I am. I may not have found a capable assistant, but I've learned a lot. When I get back, I'll write an article for Crown Your Style about my experiences and the inspiration I found here. I'll show Cecilia that fashion, like life, comes in many different forms. Maybe you can help me promote the village and our Big Life in Little Stoneville brand as well. That will, of course, depend on how your products turn out. As the seasoned editor of the fashion magazine Cecilia, it is my responsibility to ensure the quality of my column, but I'm confident you can make something truly refreshing. Goodbye, B. No, I should call you Natalie from now on. Goodbye, Arnaud. Come visit Stoneville when you get the chance. You're always welcome. I'll be sure to prepare a pair of hiking shoes so I can take in the views. Alright, another quest done. There's a floating squirrel there. And now it just ran off into the horizon. Anywho, I have someone to talk to for a quest. If we add a bit more of the new materials, the results should be even better, right? Right? Maybe it's also related to the level of refinement. If only I knew magic, then I could help even more animals fly. Wait, was that not a glitch then? Help animals fly? That sounds amazing! Oh no, Momo. Hello, my new friends. Yes, sky dust truly is quite amazing. Sky dust? What's that? Its full name is Amos' Secret Sky Dust. Usually experimenting in more than a few failures, I finally created for my own secret recipe, adding in a touch of animal-inspired ingredients. It's the ultimate flying aid. With it, dreams take flight, and the soles of your feet will no longer yearn for the ground. What? Oh, does this mean I can become Momo, the Sky Slayer? Wait, you're a Slayer at all, Momo? Well, for now, it's mainly meant for regular animals, and it can only be used inside the Wingsong tunnel. Huh? You could have said that from the start? Anyway, what exactly is the Wingsong tunnel? It's a wondrous space where you can fly, completely beyond scientific reasoning. It appeared out of nowhere, but the children absolutely love it. Don't question it. They were the ones who named it the Wingsong Tunnel, saying it felt like something straight out of a storybook. With sky dust, anyone can soar alongside the animals. Well, you understand once you try it yourself. Then we'll go over and try it out right now. Oh, by the way, can we get sky dust directly from you, Mr. Amos? That's right. Let me check my stock. Oh no, I completely forgot. This is terrible. Earlier today, someone exchanged a bunch of animal materials for sky dust. We hit it off so well, and in the excitement, I ended up giving him my entire stock, several barrels worth. Well, I mean, that's good for you. You sold a whole bunch of materials then. honestly speaking, you wouldn't even need that much to fly with the animals in the Wing Song Tunnel. And you're just figuring this out now? Kinda lame, isn't it? The more I think about it, the stranger it gets. Who would need that much sky dust? It's not something you'd use every day. What if he's up to something bad? Oh no, I need to find him fast. No, 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 without any sky dust left, I need to hurry and make more. The children are still waiting. Everything's piling up. What am I supposed to do? Don't worry, Momo and I will help track him down. Playful Hearts Day is all about the children after all. Making sure they have fun is the most important thing. Wonderful. With your help, I feel so encouraged. Based on what you said earlier, I'm guessing you don't know his name, but do you remember what he looked like? Any important details? Let me think. After I mentioned the sky dust, he got really excited, muttered something about dye, then quickly rushed to return with a huge pile of materials for the exchange. Spoke in a rather formal tone. Didn't sound like someone from Stoneville. Other than that, I don't remember much. He mentioned dye, spoke in a formal tone, and didn't seem like someone from Stoneville. I really don't have a clue. Ah, you familiar with Noemi from the Stoneville market? She's who everyone turns to for information. It's not in Stoneville she doesn't know. Noemi from the Stoneville market. Got it. Let's head over there right now, Nikki. Alright, off we go. Hello. No, I just wanted to talk. Game? Do I have to sit and talk? Nope. Just want to talk. There we go. Hey Nikki, Momo, would you like our shop's special sweetheart drink? Today's recipe was made just for Playful Hearts Day. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Probably has strawberry in it. Especially considering all the strawberries I see nearby. Thank you, Noemi. We actually came to ask you if you've seen anyone who's carrying a large amount of sky dust. Sky dust? Oh, you mean what Amos has been working on lately? What happened? Speaking of dyes, that reminds me, Spindle stopped by for a drink the other day and started complaining. He mentioned that the fabric from the dye workshop has been really inconsistent in quality lately. With Playful Hearts Day coming up, they're in urgent need of a lot of fabric. If the quality isn't up to par, it could ruin a lot of decorations. He's been pretty stressed about it. I wonder if it's connected to what you're talking about. As for someone who speaks in a formal tone isn't from around here, there are actually quite a few like that. Many people who study in Cecilia return speaking quite fancy, so it's a bit hard to tell. She does have a point. Even I catch myself speaking like that sometimes. However, the information about the dye seems important. Maybe you should visit the dye workshop. Alright then, off we go to find some clues. Come back anytime if you want to try the sweetheart drink. You know where to find me. Wee. The dye fabric, its sheen seems different from the others, doesn't it? Huh? Really? Let me take a look. It's noticeably darker and its sheen is rather dull compared to the others. Yeah, it does seem a bit lower in quality, Nikki, let's keep looking for more clues. We might be able to figure out what happened to the quality of the fabric. Something tells me they added the sky dust into the mix here. This must be the dye, right? What color is this? It looks so strange. Never seen a dye like this before. Also, I smelled it and it seems oddly familiar. I have a feeling I've encountered this scent before. Dull looking fabric, strange dye. Nikki, I feel like we're getting closer to the truth. Inside the barrel, it's Amos' special sky dust. What a huge barrel, that's way too much. So, Mr. Amos' sky dust was actually used to make the dye. That must be the reason behind the drop in fabric quality. This is so annoying, but Nikki, it's pretty obvious that someone did this on purpose, right? These are specialized dye barrels, so anyone who can use them must be very familiar with the dye workshop and its tools. The person we're looking for is most likely someone from within. It narrows down the scope quite a bit, but there are still so many people in the workshop. If we ask these one, we might not finish by the end of Playful Hearts that day. There's likely more than one worker responsible for dyeing, and if someone added unusual materials, the others would definitely notice. To avoid crowds, the only option left is to wait until the quiet of the night to pour sky dust into the dye barrels. Then we can come here at midnight and hopefully catch the troublemaker in action. Alright, time for the stakeout. Maybe we should hide behind some crates, or I guess we're just gonna wait out here in the open, I guess. I'll just tweak it a bit more. I'm sure I'll get it right this time. Sorry to bother you, Mr. Linus, but you wouldn't happen to know who owns that sky dust over there, would you? The sky dust in that barrel? Ah, that's mine. I just bought it recently. It's good stuff. Are you interested in it too? So it was you. You bought all the sky dust. Did you mix it into the dye? Mr. Alma said that sky dust would let dreams take flight, giving everything a dreamy glow. Isn't that what we need for dyeing fabrics? The formula still needs some more work, but I believe that fabric with a dreamy glow could become another staple of Stoneville, right alongside Flora Gale cloth. But sky dust is only meant for use inside the Windsong Tunnel. It's not meant to be mixed into dyes. What? Is that true? So it really was the sky dust that affected the fabric's quality, but how could sky dust ruin the fabric's quality? Wasn't it supposed to give it a dreamy glow? Regardless, I owe him an apology. This is completely my fault. Thank you for telling me I won't use it anymore. Perhaps we should go consult with Mr. Amos. After all, no one in Stoneville knows more about sky dust than he does. Exactly, it's the only way to fully understand its properties. You're right, let's meet with Mr. Amos later. It's raining, it's pouring, and I'm back once again. So that's what happened. You used the sky dust as an ingredient for your dye. I'm to blame. I should have asked you what you intended to do with it from the start. No, Mr. Amos, it's my fault. I heard you say it was something that could let dreams take flight, and I used it without even bothering to find out more for clarification. Mr. Linus, Mr. Amos, how did it go? Nikki, Momo, Linus just told me everything. Thanks to your quick thinking, we were able to avoid a major disaster. I was too impatient. I came all the way from Cecilia to study dyeing, dreaming of creating fabrics with a dreamlike color, but no matter what I did, I kept failing. When I heard Mr. Alma say those words, I thought maybe sky dust was the key to making the perfect dye. I thought I'd finally done it. Ah, okay. It struck a chord in you with the way it was phrased. Achieving a dream is like dyeing fabric. It takes many attempts and plenty of patience before you see the results you're looking for. There's no need to rush, Mr. Linus. As long as you stay committed to your craft, I believe you create the fabric you've always dreamed about. Nikki is right. Just like me, although each experiment might not succeed, I'm always happy if I can gain something useful from it. It's all about taking things slow and steady and learning from the experience. Exactly, and the fact that you came all the way from Cecilia to learn dyeing shows you have what it takes. With that kind of dedication, I'm sure you'll succeed in whatever you do. Thank you, really. Speaking of Cecilia, when I was floating in the Wingsong Tunnel, it brought back memories of my childhood even back then. I had a passion for dyes. Vibrant Floragale cloth, fascinating dyeing techniques, everything filled me with excitement. I couldn't wait to grow up and come to Stoneville to see everything with my own eyes. I'm really lucky to be here, not only learning dyeing techniques, but also studying the color-changing properties of the bulkwood. Everything is so fascinating. Your first childhood dream has already come true, and I'm sure the next one will too. Thank you for your encouragement. Indeed, our dreams will all come true. Mr. Amos is included. Next time, just make sure you're clear on what you're adding to the dye before you mix it in. I promise that won't happen again. Thank you, and by the way, Mr. Amos, I prepared some sky dust for you. We hope you like it. Momo and I have been dying to try this. Thank you so much. We've never flown with animals before. Then go and try it out in the Wingsong Tunnel. Trust me, it's unlike anything you've ever experienced before. I'll try that out later. Ooh, Ooh, the weasel sky dust. Suspender weasels will appear in the Wingsong Tunnel for a limited time. Okay. Ooh, sheep. Fluorescent. Got a whole kinds there. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Everything okay, young ones? What should I do? Strawberry was swept away by the river. It's already been a whole night. There's no way we'll find him now. Don't cry, okay? If Strawberry's really lost, how about I make you a brand new one? No, I only want Strawberry. Oh. That was supposed to make her feel better, but now she's crying even harder. Oh, Miss Nikki, Momo, it's you two. Could you give me a hand? Fanele just won't stop crying. Don't worry, Fanele. You lost your scarecrow doll, right? Strawberry isn't just a doll, Miss Nikki. He's my best friend. Yesterday, Strawberry and I were reading made songs together when a sudden gust of wind came out of nowhere. If it hadn't been for that gust of wind, Strawberry wouldn't have been blown into the river and carried away. We've been playing together right now. Oh. Which river? This one here? Yes, it was this one. Strawberry must be shivering from the cold, soaked from the river. He's never been away from home before. He must be so scared. What should I do? No. Maybe Strawberry's just off on an adventure, floating down the river. Once he's done exploring, he'll come right back here. Let's go look for him. Really? If you say so, then I believe you, Miss Nikki. I'll wait for Strawberry to come back home. What does Strawberry look like? Does he have any distinct features? He's about the size of my hand and wears a blue outfit that matches the color of my dress. He also has a pink bow tie. That's all. Please help me find him, Miss Nikki. Don't worry, Fanele. We're gonna look for Strawberry right now. Wait a minute, Miss Nikki. Could I have a quick word with you? Uh-oh. Yes, Finn? Miss Nikki, to be honest, I don't think we'll be able to find Strawberry. I searched all along the riverbank and didn't see a sign of him. I thought about making a new one, but with everyone in the village busy preparing for Playful Hearts Day, materials are scarce. There's no way to make one right now. So what now? Where are we supposed to find a doll that looks exactly like Strawberry? There's only one way. Finn, you already have a plan, don't you? If even Miss Nikki can't cheer up Fanele, then we need to find a replacement. A replacement? I just had an idea. There are a lot of scarecrows in Flowerfield, and maybe one of them looks quite similar to Strawberry. I'm thinking if we tell her that Strawberry has grown into a real scarecrow, it might make her feel better. As for the scarecrow doll, I'll make a new one after Playful Hearts Day as a new friend for Fanele. Comforting a kid really isn't easy, but will she believe it? I don't know, even if it's for a child, it still feels a bit... I understand what you mean, Miss Nikki, but for now we don't have a better solution. We'll just try it first. True. Let's try it. Shall we head to the flower field now? Hold on, I just took a photo of the flower field. Let's take a look at it and see if we can find a scarecrow in a blue outfit. This feels familiar. It's like a photo investigation. Let me take a look. I'm counting on your eyes, Miss Nikki. Alright, let's see here. A scarecrow with a blue outfit. Your eyes are sharper than Asako's, Miss Nikki. No, I mean sharper than Asako's hearing. Let's go find Fanele, who's standing right next to me. Fanele, we found Strawberry. He's in a flower field, however. He looks a little different. How should I put this? Hold on, allow me. Once you see him, you'll get it. Wow, really? I'll go over there with my brother right now. See you at the flower field. Okay, then. Time to continue with the elaborate lie. Strawberry, my Strawberry, I finally found you. How did you get so tall? You're so much bigger now. I almost didn't recognize you. Old are you? Like, really? This is... Okay, I mean, I guess if it works, it works. Didn't I tell you? He grew up. Even though he's different, dirty, worn out, and his bow knot is gone. He still feels the same. It must be my Strawberry. Huh? She believed it that easily? Kids are so unpredictable. Shush, Momo. But Strawberry's grown so big and strong. We can't hide under the blankets and whisper secrets like before. Aww. We can't play games forever. Everyone has to grow up eventually. And once you do, it's time to start doing grown-up things. Do you remember Starly? Once she grew up, she went to study in a faraway place. It'll be a long time before we get to see her again. She's become a different person, always talking about things I don't understand. Why do we have to grow up? Everything changes when we grow up. It's a part of life. If you ask me, growing up is amazing. It's so cool. Once I grow up, I'll be able to do things just like Miss Nikki. I'll wear stylish clothes, catch all kinds of bugs, and be really amazing. I'll go on adventures to faraway places and do things we can't even dream of yet. No, I don't want to go on adventures. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to be separated from everyone. I don't want to change like Strawberry and Starly did. Sob, sob. Sigh, sigh. Growing up is a good thing. Why can't you understand that? Sob. No, it's not. Growing up is the worst. Oh, that didn't go as well. What happened? To Fenelay, growing up means losing your friends and leaving behind all the happy times you spent with them. Finn looks forward to growing up, but he doesn't realize that it comes with responsibilities, change, and challenges he's never even imagined. Growing up isn't as bad as Fenelay thinks, nor is it as great as Finn imagines. It's a journey filled with both laughter and tears, but they are still children, so it's hard for them to fully understand that. Yeah, when I was little, I thought growing up just meant eating more barbecue, but it's way more complicated than that. Yes, Momo. When you were growing up. Growing up is hard to explain, especially to children. We'll have to find another way. I got it. Maybe we could start with something they're familiar with or something they like. Great idea. Fenelay is pretty emotional right now. Let's give her some time to calm down and talk to Finn instead. Excuse me? Why is Fenelay so afraid of growing up? She's afraid of, all of you drifting apart. Starly may have gone all the way to Cecilia to study, but she still returns to visit, and Strawberry will always be here watching over this flower field. They've both only become better, haven't they? Maybe if I read one of Maida's new lyrics to her, she'll feel better. Maida? I think Fenelay mentioned her before. Isn't she the girl who's always singing? Yes, that's her. Maida loves to hum songs in the wheat field by the village fork. She's amazing. She writes songs, sings beautifully, and always patiently listens when people are talking. Everyone loves her. We can ask Maida for help. Maybe she'll know what to do. Let's go find her. Hello, sorry to bother you. The breeze caresses the golden field, the earth a bed where dreams are sealed. Laughter dances through the grain, the stream hums softly free from pain. Maida, you are here. I see. Let me think. This all started with Strawberry went missing. Maybe I can help by writing a song about Strawberry. It could be from Strawberry's point of view, explaining what growing up really means. Maybe that will help her understand. Great idea. I still remember the lullabies Mom used to sing when I was little. The moon is round, the grass is gold, the stars hang in the sky. Compared to the straightforward lessons from grown-ups, songs are definitely easier for children to understand. Just like when I was little, when I was sad, tired, or hurt, the gentle melodies of the song would always comfort me. We're counting on you, Maida. I've written plenty of songs before, but it's my first time exploring such a profound theme. Let me think for a moment. Well, from my very limited experience with writing poetry, I can tell you that creativity really needs inspiration. Exactly, without inspiration, works become dry and dull, stiff and lifeless, like seeds that just won't sprout. I've often heard everyone say that Nikki is the hero of Stoneville. When it comes to finding inspiration, I'm sure Nikki can help with that. Of course. How about this, Nikki? Would you take on a styling challenge? Oh boy. Alright. Yes, I'm ready. Ready as a young sprout eagerly awaiting the rain as it's raining. Like inspiration sprouted out of nowhere, just like wheat stalks after the rain, as it's still raining, of course. Wow, just like wheat, yep, I'm suddenly overflowing with inspiration. Is this what it looks like when inspiration hits? Incredible. Let me see, huh? Alright, let's see here. I never want to grow up. I just want to whisper secrets to my friend. Let's play together and start today's adventure. Until that day, the crows chattered. Promise, promise, the birds from the north are coming. They'll plunder everything, leaving only disaster and withered crops. Let's go, because one day we must leave home. Oh, however, there's no time to say goodbye. Listen, the wind blows gently here, and the flowers sing joyfully. Look, the sea of flowers is parting to reveal a golden path leading into the distance. Go, it's time to set forth. Roots sprout and a tiny being takes root and grows. Look, don't adults look so cool? Listen, growing up doesn't seem so scary after all. Goodbye, a new journey begins. It's just a pity I can't play with you anymore. Look, a new scarecrow has appeared. The bird from the north has silently kept away. Listen, the crows are chattering again. It's our hay-woven friend, silently guarding the village. Don't cry, I'm just growing up. Don't be afraid, just think of it as adventure. Friends, we will meet again, but then we will all have grown up. Okay, got a little bit of a tune there at the end. Wow, this makes me feel all fuzzy inside. It reminds me of how I used to be before I became such a wisecracking stud. Oh lord. I know that feeling. So many friends left without saying goodbye, each setting off on their own journey. Sometimes I wonder, will our paths ever cross again? I do wonder at that sometimes. As we all go off, as life moves on for each of us. But just like the song says, parting is just a prelude to new meetings. We'll witness vaster skies and travel even farther away. It reminds me of Luluco and Papedo. I wonder how they're doing. Do you think we'll ever see them again? Of course, they've also just begun a new journey. Are you talking about the characters from Dreamvale Tales? I love that book. Huh? You read that book too? Of course, the story that left the deepest impression on me was the one about Luluco and her fairy friend. That friend stayed by Luluco's side, though, a truly important part of her journey, and in the end helped her become a real fairy. That friendship will stay with Luluco forever until the day she becomes a great and magnificent fairy. Her friend will always cherish the days they spent together, side by side. When you think about it, growing up is like embarking on a new journey. The friends we meet along the way are sure to cross paths with us again. By then, I wonder if I'll look different in their eyes. Maybe a little rounder, just a tiny bit. Maybe a new outfit. Anyway, back to the point. Thank you, Maida. I really hope this song helps Finale and Finn understand the true meaning of growing up. I should be the one thanking you. Thanks to your styling challenge, I was able to write this beautiful song. If my song can help you and the children in our village, that's more than I can ask for. Alright, off to deliver the song. Finally, Finn, Maida wrote a new song. Would you like to hear it? It might help clear up some of the confusion you're feeling right now. It's about Strawbee. Strawbee? A new song? Please read it to me, Miss Nikki. I can't wait to hear it. I want to hear it too. Don't want to grow up, don't want to grow. I just want to whisper secrets and let them flow. Let's play together, let's have some fun, and start today's adventure under the sun. Okay, I was gonna say, don't make me read all of that again. Get it down, Miss Nikki. I guess growing up isn't as cool as I imagined it would be. Although you grow bigger and stronger, it's not easy. Like the songs say, you have to protect your village, guard the flower fields, and sometimes you don't even get to say goodbye to your friends. But if Strawbee hadn't grown up to be big and strong, there wouldn't be no one to protect the fields. The birds would eat all the crops and the village would starve. I think I understand now. For Strawbee, those moments spent whispering secrets under the covers are memories he'll cherish forever. Carefree moments shared with a close friend. But only by growing from the original small, cute doll into a big scarecrow can it better protect the village, the flower field, and its best friend, Finalea. Just like the grown-ups in Stoneville, who have always protected the village, watching the lavender fringe bloom while the children grow. And as those children become adults, the joy, love, and hope they experienced in their own childhood will be passed down to another generation. And so forth and so on. For infinity. Growing up is wonderful, but it also comes with its fair share of hardships. It really is. Growing up is such a bittersweet adventure. But it's something we all have to go through, whether we grow up brave and strong like Strawbee, or timid and uncertain. It's a journey we all must take. Grow up, brave and strong. I was wrong. I didn't really understand how you were feeling. I'm sorry, Finale. How about I help you make a new scarecrow friend? Would that be alright? Huh? Also, we're family. No matter what, your sister and I will always be there for you. Don't forget about Nikki and me. That's right. Whether it's whispering secrets or sharing juicy stories, you can tell me anything. And once you grow up, you'll have even more friends. So don't be scared, Finale. Really? With everyone by my side, growing up doesn't seem so bad. Alright, didn't you say you had a new song you wanted to read with Starly? Well, she's not here right now, so how about we read it together instead? Oh no, wait a second. I can't remember where I put that song. Finn, you big dummy! How could you lose such an important song? I'm not talking to you anymore. I see they're back to their usual bickering selves again. If you ask me, seeing them fussing without a care about growing up, that's the Finale and Finn I know and love. Alright. Man, so many quests. Where could the wizard's minion be hiding? Barnaby, why are you just standing here? Shouldn't you be playing with Finale and the others? Ah, perfect timing, Miss Nikki. There may be hope for Stoneville after all. Hope? Did something happen? I just happened to come across this very strange book. Take a look for yourself, Miss Nikki. Dreamvale Tales, Fairy Lullaby, and Magic Bottle. What's this? It's a really scary book. One that could bring danger to the whole village. Look! The most evil wizard in the world secretly sneaked into Stoneville. He hid in secluded corners, planning to turn everyone and all the animals into his minions. He can only be stopped by finding the holy magic bottle Fairy Lullaby hid the magic bottle on a high land surrounded by shimmering silver serpents. But the evil wizard still managed to steal it. The evil wizard handed the magic bottle to one of his minions and ordered them to hide it. Fairy Lullaby must quickly find the hidden magic bottle or else all of Stoneville and even Witchfield will be destroyed by him. The evil wizard arrived at a winding path between flower rooms and railings, which is where he chose his first minion. It looks like your average storybook. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Yeah, it looks pretty normal to me. That's what I thought as well, but then I found his photo stuck within the pages. Oh, okay. This isn't getting creepy at all. Isn't that the Lake Hard Stone Tree at the village entrance? Exactly, Miss Nikki, look, isn't this the highland surrounded by a shimmering silver serpent mentioned in the book? The whole stone tree is a highland surrounded by a silver serpent. Hold on, so you're saying the highland surrounded by a shimmering silver serpent is the Lake Hard Stone Tree? The way the lake water sparkles, winding around and around, it really does look like a shimmering silver serpent. Even so, I think your imagination is getting the best of you. Anyway, what's this about? You're in a fantasy world, Momo, and you're also a talking cat. I don't think this could be out of the ordinary. Well, I started worrying about the story in the book was somehow linked to Stoneville. So I went to check the stone tree and I actually found an empty treasure chest there. I'm thinking since Luluco was able to cross over to the real world, maybe the evil wizard from this book did as well. That's what you're worried about? Honestly, Nikki and I probably left that chest there. I don't think it has anything to do with the book. It's hard to say. But the chest didn't disappear after being opened. That's kind of strange, isn't it? Yeah, because normally chests totally disappear when you open them. Don't tell me you're starting to believe him, Nikki. Miss Nikki, the witch I made before caused so much trouble for everyone. That's why I can't stop worrying. What if something else goes wrong? Barnaby has a point. If this evil wizard really has crossed over to the real world, then that could mean trouble. We need to investigate. If you say so, Nikki, then I'm all for it. But where do we even begin? According to the book, the wizard gave a magic bottle to one of his minions, and they're hiding in the village. If that's the case, we should go look for some clues. Okay, let me take a look. It says here the evil wizard arrived at a winding path between flower rooms and railings, which is where he chose his first minion. Miss Nikki, let's go investigate the path near the village entrance. There might be something there. Alright, off we go. Looks pretty normal here. There's no sign of any evil wizard. The book clearly said this is where the wizard chose his first minion. Why are there no clues here? Well, here's the question. Is the minion a person or is it an animal maybe? If this is where the wizard chose his minion, then we should be able to find them here. But this place is huge. How are we supposed to find them? We can't search every inch of this place. We don't have to. I actually took a picture of this place earlier. Oh, another one of those. A girl in a blue dress who keeps spinning. Miss Nikki, let's see if we can find her in the photo. Girl in a blue dress. Oh. That's a windmill, not the girl in a blue dress. There's stripes of blue cloth hanging from the windmill and it's spinning non-stop. It's not a girl, but it does somewhat fit the description in the book. Everything in the photo, it's the only thing that even remotely matches the description. It has to be connected to the first minion somehow. Miss Nikki, I'm sure of it. This windmill is the girl in a blue dress who keeps spinning from the story. But it's just a windmill. The book says the wizard and his minions are hiding in the village. What if this minion disguised themselves as a windmill? Interesting. I mean, yeah, there's magic in this world. That actually makes sense. Let's go investigate the windmill. The magic bottle might be there. Oh? The first minion was a little girl who couldn't stop dancing. She had originally wished for a beautiful dance dress, but the evil wizard twisted her wish and gave her a cursed blue dress instead. While wearing the blue dress, she couldn't stop dancing and was never able to rest. She cried green tears every day, bitterly staring at the wizard's second minion. The evil wizard's second minion was a purple Baba beast from a purple lake. It charged around wildly, constantly bleeding Ba. Its wool was thick and fluffy and concealed the most terrifying abyss within. Fairy Lalabelle's home was protected by the rainbow waterfall, and only she could use the holy magic bottle to repel the evil wizard. This book is the same one Barnaby was talking about. Nikki, look, right here it says the wizard has two minions. The one we're looking for now is the first one. The second one is the Baba beast from a purple lake. Why does this sound so familiar? Mama, I just realized something. This book is incomplete. There are lots of sections missing. You're right, even though it's called Dreamvale Tales, there are a lot of pages missing. That's so strange. Could a Haverin fairy tale like this really come to life? We're not going to be able to find any more clues. Let's meet up with Barnaby and give him his book back. Hello? Nothing here either. Barnaby, you were in such a hurry earlier that you dropped your book. Thanks, Miss Nikki. I've searched this place several times already. I couldn't find anything that resembles a magic bottle. It's supposed to be here, though it could be that she doesn't have the magic bottle. Wait, a second minion was mentioned in the book. If the bottle isn't here, then perhaps it's with that one. You're right, I remember now. The second minion is a Baba beast from a purple lake. The purple lake being the flower field over there. Why does that sound so familiar? It sounds like a flora sheep from the Lavin-Fringe fields. That must be it. The purple sea must be the Lavin-Fringe fields, and the Baba beast is the flora sheep. You're amazing, Miss Nikki. You figured out so fast. So the wizard's second minion is a flora sheep. But how could a sheep hide a magic bottle? I mean, it could get caught up in, like, the wool, I'm guessing. Yep, their wool can conceal the abyss. Maybe the magic bottle is hidden in the flora sheep's wool. Sounds like it's time for Nikki, the grooming queen, to take the stage. But the Lavin-Fringe fields are huge, and there are so many flora sheep. How will we know which one has the magic bottle? Why don't we groom every flora sheep then? There shouldn't be a problem for you. Well, I could do that. It's just gonna take some time. Oh boy. Hold on. I think the book mentioned another clue. Look, it says the girl in the blue dress has eyes that cry tears of green, gazing angrily at the wizard's second minion. If we can find the eyes that cry tears of green, we can figure out where the second minion is. You mean we should search the windmill for eyes that cry tears of green? Exactly, since this windmill is the first minion, the eyes that cry tears of green must be on it. But windmills don't have eyes. I think what we're looking for is something on the windmill that resembles. We should split up and search. We can find what we're looking for faster that way. I'll go with Mama to check the upper level of the windmill. We'll leave the lower level to you, Barnaby. I mean, green tears, I would imagine maybe the flower bed, maybe? That would be my guess. But, let's see. So we need to get high up. What would be a good entry point? I'm guessing I can't just walk inside. No, I cannot. Okay. Can I get on top of the cloth there? Yes, I can. Oh, hi, Tan. Momo, look at that window, all covered in vines. Doesn't it almost resemble eyes that cry, tears of green? The window is the eye, and the green vines are the trees. You're right, the resemblance is spot on. And the direction the eyes are looking must be the direction the window is facing. Which means the second minion, yep. You look pretty anxious, but how about we hurry and find the magic bottle, then surprise him with it. Sounds good, let's go groom those floor sheep. And there's the one we're looking for. Get back here. Oh, they're not happy. And there indeed was a magic bottle. I found it. Miss Nikki, did you find any clues? I still haven't spotted the eyes that cry tears of green. We found the eyes and followed their gaze all the way to a bottle in a floor sheep's wool, but it doesn't seem like a magic bottle. We need to figure out how to activate the magic inside. But it just looks like a regular old bottle to me. That's not right. Even I, the great Fairy Nikki, can't sense any magic coming from the bottle. Haha, you really like the name Fairy Nikki, don't you? Maybe will be a spin-off game or something. Speaking of fairies, the book said only Fairy Lalabelle can use the magic bottle. We'll need to find her first. Fairy Lalabelle? Do you think she crossed over to the real world too? If the wizard crossed over into the real world, then maybe she did too. Does the book say anything about where to find her? Does it mention what she looks like or where she would most likely go? It says she lives in a place surrounded by rainbow waterfalls, but I don't think anywhere like that exists in the village. Not just a village, I've never heard of a rainbow waterfall anywhere in Wishfield. Then what should we do? Well, we figured out that the girl in the blue dress was actually a windmill, and the tears of green were the vines of the window, so maybe the rainbow waterfall is actually... It must be another metaphor. It has to refer to a real place somewhere in the village. Exactly, so all we need to do is find a place that looks like it's surrounded by something that resembles rainbow waterfalls. Alright, time to split up. Okay, good. Thank you, quest notification, to tell me where I need to go. Oh, look, rainbow. As the only one who knows how to use magic, I'll look for the wizard's first minion. You mean the girl in a blue dress who keeps spinning? You already found her. However, the magic bottle wasn't with her. You actually found the wizard's first minion? How did you do that? Actually, it was Nikki who figured it out. We also found this bottle on the second minion, a floor sheep. This is beyond even what I could have imagined. Yes, this is the genuine magic bottle. But it looks just like a regular old bottle. It's because only a real fairy can unlock the power sealed inside the magic bottle. But Nikki's a fairy too, why can't she use it? But she's not a child. There are other fairies? Greetings, fairy sister, what is your name? I'm Fairy Nikki. This is my brave companion, Fairy Momo. Also, I am Prince Barnaby. We need your help to save Stoneville. I see, but you arrived too late. Though Fairy Lalabelle has the power to unlock the magic bottle, she has lost her courage and no longer wishes to use her magic. What? Why? Because Fairy Lalabelle has no companions and not a single soul has faith in her. Her heart aches. She's so sad, so lonely. I have faith in Fairy Lalabelle. I'll find her no matter what it takes and ask her to help save Stoneville. If what she needs is a companion, then I'll be that companion. I could be one for her as well. If Nikki can do it, then so can I. Especially since everyone else is joining the bandwagon and I don't want to be the only one feeling left out. Really? Fairy Lalabelle is somewhat touched by your work, just a tiny bit. However, Fairy Lalabelle has a question for you to ensure you're truly willing to be your companion. Oh, of course, please ask. Actually, Fairy Lalabelle hasn't figured out how to defeat the evil wizard yet. Realistically, she should drive him away. But that's too dull. Too dull? Is there an exciting way to defeat a wizard then? Well, it needs to be both effective and entertaining, so what do you think? Do you guys have any idea? This is a tough one. Have any thoughts? Turn the wizard into a friend, turn the wizard into a floor sheep. Well, can the wizard be turned into a friend? Maybe Fairy Lalabelle could use her magic to befriend the wizard? Huh? Be friends with that evil wizard? The wizard is always turning people and animals into his minions. Perhaps it's because he's lonely and just wants some companionship. Fairy Lalabelle could use her magic to teach the wizard that true friendship is about mutual understanding, not forcing others to serve him. Exactly. The most beautiful friendship are those built on mutual understanding and respect and barbecue. Exactly. If the wizard can truly understand that, maybe he'll stop his evil ways. I never thought of that before. Fairy Lullaby, take up your magic bottle. It's time to reclaim your courage and save everyone! Right now I know exactly how the story should end. Huh? How? I've been stuck trying to come up with a good ending, but your ideas are amazing. I have to include all of you in the story. Fairy Lullabelle's courageous friends, clever Fairy Nikki, Momo the chubby envoy, and you, Prince Barnaby. I'm Leilani, but I prefer being called Fairy Lullaby. Wait, I still don't quite understand. You mentioned something about writing and ending. What does that mean? I think I know. It's actually a story you wrote, isn't it? Ah, that explains why there are so many missing sections not finished yet. That's right. I was out in the village looking for inspiration when I lost my notebook. Thank goodness you found it. Now I can finally finish my story. There, now it's finished. The ending is much more entertaining this way. I'm still a bit confused because I incorporated many real-world elements from the village into the story. For instance, the magic bottle is actually just a drink bottle of mine that fell into a floor of sheep's wool when it bumped into me. I used many of the everyday things around us in my story, turning them into minions of the wicked wizard, and then I, Fairy Lullaby, stepped forth and saved everyone. So, it really was actually the windmill. I can't believe you figured that out. My friends and even my parents have a hard time understanding what I write about. Which is why I stopped sharing my stories with them. Aww. I even considered giving up on writing. Oh, don't do that. Don't give up. I think your writing is amazing. I want to share your stories with Fanale and Finn. They'll love them. Really? Really? It feels good having someone appreciate my ideas. Now I want to write even more stories. I feel like I could write 10 more chapters. No, 100 more chapters. Still, in the end, I can't believe the evil wizard wasn't real. I'm really sorry for all the trouble, Nikki. Don't be. At least everyone is safe and sound. It's always good to be on the air on the caution of safety here, especially in a magical world. On top of that, we all got to be part of such an amazing story together. By the way, Miss Nikki, I want to give you this book. Thanks to you and all the inspiration you provided, I was able to finish it so quickly. Give it to me, but this is such a precious work, Leilani. Are you sure you want to part with it? Of course. Consider a thank you a gift for you, Momo, and Barnaby for reading my story. Besides, I'll definitely write even more exciting stories in the future. Then we'll keep an eye out for them. When your next book is ready, be sure to let us know. Alright, so which means more of the mini-quests will pop up then. Deal, I already know the title. The Magical Adventures of Fairy Lullaby and Her Brave Friends. Alright, another quest done. Looks like there's some dialogue that ended up getting skipped accidentally. Oh well. Hey, we got a title there. Alright, so it looks like that's the last quest for one of the sections. So now I have to do the other section to do even more side quests. Oh boy. Hello? Sherry was the first to be found. It's her turn to be the seeker now. What are you all doing? And what do I need to do in order to get diamonds? We're playing hide and seek. Would you like to join us, miss? Oh, why would you want to hide from one another? It's a game, much like bow tie cat chasing butterflies. The seeker is the bow tie cat, and the others are the butterflies trying to hide. The seeker closes their eyes and counts to 10, giving the others time to hide. Once they finish counting, the seeker must find everyone. Miss, Big Kitty, come play with us. Sherry's the seeker this round. I've already been a seeker 8 times. I want more chances to hide. Gosh darn it, I'm not the forever seeker. I need to work on my animal impressions. Though we agreed that the first person to be found would be the seeker next round, what should I do? I see, you got caught because you didn't hide so well. Once you're found, you had to be the seeker. But if you're always the seeker, you never get to practice hiding, so it all comes down to not hiding well in the first place. It's a vicious cycle. It's a never-ending cycle, but how about I be the seeker? That way everyone can hide and Sherry can practice her animal impression. That's great, we love having people who enjoy being the seeker. Thank you, Miss, Random Lady. Don't get so happy yet. Watch as I catch all of you. Okay. Close your eyes and count to 10, miss. We are going to hide now. for all the markers. And that's a shame. They could have just given us a big AoE spot for us to look for. Nope. Just out in the open, I see. Gotcha. You found me. I guess I have to choose a taller stone tree next time. Hide and seek is fun, but safety is the most important. I know. Next time I'll find a stone tree that's tall and safe. Nikki, there's still other kids who haven't been found. Let's go look for them. Was I not the last one to be found? How disappointing. As a reward for finding me, if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask me. Again, out in the open. You all are terrible at this. Was I the one that just crawled over... Was the one that just crawled over called napkin worm or handkerchief worm? It should be scarf worm. Oh, I think you're right, huh? How long have you been standing there? Ah, you got distracted is what it was. Honestly, you probably could have had a nice little hiding spot, little flower bed there next between the stone tree and the stairs. Kind of hunker down in there. Next time, find a bigger hiding spot. At least it can cover your whole body. I see. I'll find a better spot next time. Alright, one more left. You're so good at this game, I'm sure you'll find them in no time. Not like me, when I played hide and seek for the first time, I was a seeker all afternoon. Wait, is this your first time playing too? Wow, you're amazing, but if you need any help, just let me know. And then the one who was furthest away of all. Out in the open still. Gotcha. You found me, even though I dressed up as a Beretsin. You were hiding in the field pretending to be a Beretsin? No wonder they said you're not great at hide and seek. Their hiding post definitely has that. Maybe tuck yourself a little bit in that corner there between the rock and the stone tree. You know, like maybe lay on like your stomach or something like that, so at least that way your head's not peeking out. As much, at least. Your hiding post definitely has the Beretsin vibe, but there's still some room for improvement. Room for improvement? Can you tell me how? I've tried so many times. Let me think. Maybe we could start with your appearance. For that red hat, if you add a white top and black skirt, you'll look even more like a Beretsin. And don't forget a pair of split-toe shoes. I feel like you're getting into camouflage territory at that point, so I don't know if that's, you know... I don't know. Hat, clothes, and shoes. I see. Thank you both. I'll give it a try. But if you want to avoid getting caught in this game, it's best to hide somewhere less obvious. Nikki is right. It's way too obvious to spot a Beretsin this size out in the open. I'll keep that in mind. Now that all the kids have been found, and declare this a victory for the Seekers. Everyone's been down. This was the fastest round of hide and seek I've ever played. Hey, let's celebrate first. Miss is the fastest seeker in today's hide and seek game. Congratulations, Mitch. You've earned the title of the fastest seeker in today's game. I really like playing hide and seek with you, Miss. I love playing the game with all of you, too. Miss, come play with us again when you're free. Next time we'll hide better. I just saw you move, Freya. You're just imagining things, Sherry. I'm the queen of balance. I walk on rooftops like sturdy paths, standing on one leg. That's a cakewalk for me. I must have imagined it then. Loris, did you see anything just now? Huh, you guys talking to me? I just spotted a super chubby bowler with a button on his chest. But as soon as he saw me, it ran off at lightning speed. A super chubby bowler with a button. That sounds like a shirt cat. Oh, Miss Nikki and Momo. Sorry to bother you, but we heard you talk about someone moving. Sounds like a fun game. Are you playing something? Yes, Nikki, we're playing a game called Don't Move, Scarecrow. The rules are simple. Someone has to count down, 3, 2, 1, and then we all have to freeze like scarecrows. If anyone moves, they get a punishment like treating everyone to candy. Freya definitely moved just now. She owes us candy. No way I didn't move at all. It was Loris who moved. It wasn't me. I was busy watching that big old floof. It's called a bowler. Wait, now you got me all confused. Ugh. Freya won't admit it. Nikki, you can help figure out who really moved, right? I have an idea. When you play the next round, I'll snap a photo with my camera. Even the tiniest wiggle will get caught on camera, so we'll know exactly who moves and who stays still like a true scarecrow. It works like that, but okay. Great, now Freya can't weasel out of it. Like they say, a brave warrior fears no challenge. I'm ready! Wait, that's a saying? Oh, is the game starting now? Let's do this. Get ready, everyone. The game is about to begin. But I'm guessing I need to take a photo? I bet you caught the wiggly little mischief maker on camera, right? Here you go. Let me see, it was Freya who moved. Aha! Freya, didn't you say the loser has to treat everyone to candy? I can't wait for this. Loris can remember everything so clearly. I thought I could hide my movement, but I still got caught. Nothing escapes Momo's camera lens. Even just a tiny movement still counts, Freya. It's just that sitting still in one pose for so long feels like a bunch of scarf worms are crawling all over me. It feels uncomfortable. Yeah. As the saying goes, when you're frozen like a boulder, even a grasshopper crawling on you can tickle. Yeah, I become a bit hypersensitive to everything. Here you go again. Another one of Freya's special sayings. Never heard that one before. Even if you had Loris, you'd probably forget it anyway. It's true though, staying as still as a scarecrow can be tough for energetic kids. But hey, it's okay if you can't stay still. What matters is being honest. After all, Freya, you're our brave little warrior, and warriors don't cheat. You're right, Nikki, I just really wanted to win. Sorry, Sherry and Loris. I promise I won't cheat next time. I love how you said, you promise you won't cheat next time. Not, I promise I won't cheat at all, ever. So it tells me you will cheat at some point in the future. Just not for the immediate next time. Ah, a little bit of a loophole there, I see. It's okay, just don't do it again next time. And don't forget the candy, especially the candy. Thanks, Miss Nikki and Momo and your amazing camera. Let's play Don't Move Scarecrow again sometime. It's actually really fun being a scarecrow. Sure it does sound like fun. And it's out, Miss Nikki can be our judge and Momo can play too. Just maybe don't point that camera at me next time, Nikki. Oh, that was a quick one. That's good. We need some quick quests. Oh, group of kids again. What Sherry just said sounded a bit suspicious. Loris, what do you think? I think it was fine, but everyone's saying almost the same thing. It's really hard to figure it out. I can't think of anything either. This is giving me a headache. If only someone could help us. Hi everyone, are you guys playing a new game? Alright, let's see what it is this time. We're playing a game called Find the Imposter. One person's the imposter and the others are detectives. Ah, this game. The imposter and the detective roles sound similar, but there's a key difference. The detectives have to ask questions and figure out who the imposter is. The rules sound pretty clear. A few random questions to reveal the imposter, right? We thought so, but it is actually really hard when you're playing. Why don't we play one more round? This time I'll be the detective, asking the questions and helping everyone find the imposter. Sounds good? Miss Nikki will definitely be the best detective in Stonewoods. I'm ready. I'm ready too. Sherry. Hurry. I can't wait. Is everyone ready? Time to draw your roll cards. Alright. Now we need to figure out who it is. Loris, did you check your roll card? Let's get started. I'm so ready. Go ahead and ask me, Miss Nikki. Yeah. What's the most unique thing about your role? What does your role look like? Loris, what's the most unique thing about your role? I know, I've done my research. I've heard they're descendants of the Wishing One. Life forms that emerge from clothing. Nikki, I think there's no need to ask more questions. Loris doesn't seem to be, But just to be sure, I'll ask Loris one more question. Are you ready to answer the second question? Loris, can you describe what your role looks like? Oh, I know, they can fly and love to eat. You're not really answering the question. Nikki, after hearing that, I'm not so sure anymore. It doesn't seem to match the information we have. Can fly. The answer's kind of hard to go on. Very handed that one easily. Let's try a different one. I never really got a close look, but they seem really cute, like a little ball from afar. They kind of look like a giant wolf fruit. Okay. So I have a strong suspicion it's Freya, specifically. Like to say it goes, dash after pearl wings, fall right into a haystack. Take your time, Nikki. You know, they're keeping their answers very brief, ultimately. Brief and short is what their answers are. My role's characteristics, like what does this role look like? Or maybe they have an interesting backstory that makes it memorable. Now let me think. God, this character, they are not very big. Okay. Okay, Sherry, do you think there are a lot of them out there? I never really counted. It doesn't have to be exact, just a general impression is fine. I think not many, I don't often see them around. Oh. You don't often see them around. Yeah, I think Sherry may be the one. Sherry, is your role the Feywish Sprite? Huh? No, it's not. Why do you think I'm the Feywish Sprite? Is it often seen? Yeah, they live deep in the Witching Woods, so it makes sense they are hard to come across. But it's also hard to encounter PCs. That's true, I guess. Okay. Okay, maybe it was my first. Maybe it was Freya. Alright, it looks like it was the young sir over here. Oh well. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, someone's better needs to be one. Loris is the imposter. I can't believe you could actually tell the difference between a PCs and a Feywish Sprite. I'm seriously impressed. Yes, I totally could tell the difference. Oh, please, he completely got it wrong and tricked both me and Nikki right from the start. You always get those two mixed up, not the first time, honestly. Still, as an imposter, Loris played the part pretty well. Loris isn't great at remembering things. That's not such a big deal. Okay. Everyone's good at some things and not so good at others. I get flustered with certain stuff sometimes. Same here, right guys? I always get fine right away when we play hide and seek. But Sherry, you're amazing with animals. I can't do that at all. And Freya, you're not good at don't move the scarecrow. That was just that one time. Okay, fine. I really don't like holding still for too long. We all have our own flaws, but that's okay. It's because we're not perfect that we need each other. So we can do things together that we couldn't manage alone. Just like me and Momo. Without him, I probably wouldn't have gone through so many close calls. And without Nikki, I wouldn't have had a chance to travel so far or live through so many fun adventures. Miss Nikki's night. It's because we have each other's strengths and weaknesses that playing together is so much fun. Yeah, because we're best friends. Exactly. But Loris, are you sure you're from Stoneville? Mix up PCs and Feywish sprites like that. That's seriously impressive in a worst way. Okay, so that's what was going on. Yeah, basically from all three of them, yeah, you can get the impression that they're Feywish sprites from all three of them. Especially with if one of them was getting confused with, you know, if they were mixing up the two. Huh, Freya, are you seriously doubting me? I'm a Stoneville villager, not some imposter from Florawish. Alright. Well, another one down. I think there's only a handful left at this point. The spear sack Essling loves to bury itself in the ground. When someone gets close, it suddenly pops out and ambushes them with a bang. If you're not careful and get jabbed by the sharp blade on top of its head, things can be very serious. Ooh, yeah, that sounds like it could be a little messy. So make sure you don't go near any dangerous places, okay? Ah, it has a sharp blade growing out of its head. That's terrifying. I want to go home. Is the blade in its head really big? Is it the size of a spatula or a scarecrow? If it's the size of a spatula, it doesn't sound too dangerous. Oh, hun. Regardless, it's a blade, and that will hurt. A scarecrow-sized blade, that should shovel up an entire house. If we encounter that at night, wouldn't it look like a hill to us? It's not that big, actually. It's just... What about its body? If it has a blade the size of a hill on its head, then shouldn't it have a huge body too? A blade the size of a hill. That's the most interesting description I've ever heard. That's Nikki. I didn't notice you. The kids have been asking me about spear sack, so I've been describing it for a while, but it seems like they don't quite understand. The kids have never seen Essling before, let alone a spear sack. Momo's right. If only we had a photo of a spear sack for the kids to see. We can help take a photo since it's Playful Hearts Day. If the kids see what a real spear sack looks like, they'll be so happy. Really, thank you so much. Could you please take a photo? Yes. In the grove nearby, they like to ambush people, so please be extra careful. I had one there for a second. So in the grove nearby... That's right, just keep sleeping. Let's not take him out, just in case I need to take another picture. I learned my lesson from the last event that I did. Wow, you took a photo already? Just expecting from me, Nikki. Let me see it. That's it. This is a spear sack. The blade in his head is very sharp. It looks rather tough. Nikki and I often get startled by them. But you guys are stylists, so you can purify them. If ordinary people get startled by them, they might not be able to flee, especially children. But now with this photo, the kids can finally see what the spear sack looks like. If they ever run into one by accident, they'll know how to avoid it and how to deal with it. Exactly, this is a very useful science lesson, especially for this special Playful Hearts Day. It sparks their curiosity and teaches them knowledge. 2 birds with 1 stone. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to properly teach the kids about spear sacks now. See you later, Nikki Momo. Bye-bye. Alright, only 2 more side quests left, and then it will be on to the mini-games. Finally. What a poetic fairy tale. After reading it, I couldn't help but be deeply enchanted by its plot for a long time, and even now I still find myself reflecting on it with deep emotion. A fairy apprentice chasing her dreams, a prince in lonely slumber within a castle, a surreal journey across Dreamvale. How romantic. That sounds so familiar. You talk about Dreamvale Tales? That's right, you, the girl radiating with romantic charm and this adorable little kitten. Have you ever read this beautiful fairy tale? Oh, not only did we read it, but we experienced it. Of its plot firsthand. Experience it for yourself, huh? I totally get the feeling. Sometimes I wish I could step into the pages myself and live those magical stories. Or you can always turn into a play. But back on topic, since you've read the story, how about a romantic quiz on Dreamvale Tales, just like the story itself? We can dive into the details and explore the charm of the book's plots. What do you think? I know, a classic quiz game. Let's do this. Oh boy. 3 questions. With the kind of confidence, you must know the ins and outs. Oh no. Of course, a little recap of the story wouldn't hurt. Let's dive back into the enchanting world of the book before the quiz begins. After all, the romantic chapters are always ready to be savored and admired for their endless charm. Are you ready to revisit? Yes. I love your confidence. Alright, let's kick off the Dreamvale Tales quiz. Here's the first question. What color is Luluko's hair? I want to say red? I remember it's red. That's right, red hair is Luluko's most distinctive feature. This easy question definitely couldn't throw you off. Now on to the next question. As this poetic fairy tale reaches its beautiful conclusion, who ultimately becomes a proper fairy? Luluko? Correct, it was Luluko in the end. She achieved her dream and became a proper fairy. It's time for the final question. In the book, what rating did Luluko receive in the beginner's magic test? Let's see. Not 100, not 100. 60, I want to say? Perfect answer, though Luluko scored 60 points. The full score was 500, so she actually failed the test. You answered 3 questions correctly in a row. Impressive. You do know the story very well. I'm actually very impressed with myself that I remember that. Especially since it's been multiple days now since I did that portion of the event. Speaking of which, after finishing this fairy tale, for a long time I couldn't shake off a feeling of melancholy and loss lingering in my chest. I understand that feeling. Maybe it's because the story was so captivating you just didn't want it to end. But all things do come to an end eventually. But that means there's a time for a sequel. Yes, exactly. Even though this quiz is over, a beautiful story never truly ends. The ink has dried on the pages, but the soul of the story doesn't end with the final period. It transforms into the flickering light at the tip of a pen or the gentle breeze that sweeps across your heart. I believe it will always remain vibrant in the author's words in another parallel time or world and in the hearts of you, me, and every reader. Accept these small rewards. Let them serve as a little keepsake from this quiz, a tribute to every story that never truly ends. Hello, you have the final quest that I need. Strange, where on earth do they all go? What are you looking for, Liam? One of them finally made it back. Oh, it's just Momo. Why do you look so disappointed? I will bite you. Sorry, Momo. A bunch of the animals have gone missing lately, and I've been keeping such a close watch for them that my eyes are going blurry. Oh, that didn't sound good. Mr. Caleb had mentioned it too. Lots of animals in the village have gone missing. Yeah, yesterday the 2 of us were trying to catch some sheep at the village entrance. We spent forever chasing them, but a few are still missing. No idea where they gone. Momo remembered what Luluko said, that when slumber sheep gets angry, it can cast petrifying magic. We rescued a few animals that were petrified in the slumber sheep's maze before. From what Liam mentioned, there might still be more trapped in there. Right, the animals were petrified. No wonder the villagers couldn't find them. Petrified? Maze? What are you two even talking about? It's a long story. You wouldn't believe us. Anyway, don't worry, Liam. Leave it to us. We'll bring the rest of the missing animals back. Good, good. As long as they make it back, I really appreciate it. I thought being the village's trainee guard would help me avoid some of life's detours, but it seems like it still finds a way to throw surprises my way. Nothing's ever easy. The call of home. Okay, so it looks like this quest seems to be connected to the maze then. So, if I want to... I guess I have to do that portion of the minigame then. Alright then. Well, if that's the case, I think I'll do that in a separate video then. And we'll just put a pin on this last side quest for the time being. Alright then. I hope you all enjoyed, everyone. And I hope to see you all next time as I now start doing all the mini games now for this event. All right, till then, bye.